at night.
Twitter post is out.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
We are
Hola.
back with some more
Oh.
Scum and Villainy.
Scum und Villainy?
We are bad.
Welcome to the Scums and the Villainies.
The Scums and the
The
Villainies?
Scums and the Villainies.
Scums and the Villainies sounds like a Panic at the not a Panic song, a Fall Out Boy song.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the same vein as Thanks for the Memories. It even has the same cadence and number of syllables.
Scum and
Scums and the
Villainies.
Villainies.
Scums and the Villainies. Yeah, I have to have the Villainies in
Oh,
it.
yeah, you're
The
right.
Villainies.
Yeah.
You gotta say it like an old person.
Scums and the Villainies.
Just Scums and the Villainies.
You know what I was actually doing earlier today on the subject of Scum and Villainy. I was playing in a playtest of another Forge in the Dark game. So that was fun. We were playing very different people though, not in the future. We were in 14th century Italy instead because we're playing mercenaries.
Ooh.
For anybody curious, the game that I'm playtesting is called Condotto or Condato. The name is Italian, it's fine, but it's currently very, very much in playtest. And it's been interesting. I play Mata von Lübeck, who is she's an engineer. She makes cannons. That's what she does.
That's amazing.
The cannon that the company started with, which we chose to start with a cannon, is named after the noble whose castle she knocked down before the company got started.
Nice.
So that's good.
Saint, I believe that you meant to say that she makes cannons because bitches love cannons.
This is also true. That is also true.
If
Indeed.
not, that is a missed opportunity.
I hadn't thought about that, but yes.
I haven't checked the playtest file for Girl by Moonlight in a while, but I wonder where it's at or if it's been updated recently.
I think
'Cause
it
know
got- I
they
think
moved on to publication.
I was about to say, I'm pretty
How is
sure
it
Andrew
not
moved on
out
to
yet? It's been in
publication.
development forever.
Most games are in development forever. That's just how game design
Fun
works.
fact, game design takes a really long time.
I have
Turns
2
out-
games. Neither of them are out. Or neither of them
I mean,
are out of
yeah, but
playtest, I should say.
Number one, you are a solo person in crew, right?
So
and
is
then
Andrew.
number 2. Oh, really?
Andrew was doing it by
I'm surprised
themselves.
it's not with like a company somewhere.
No, I think Andrew is publishing with a company, but they're doing all the design by themselves.
He's publishing through Evil Hat. Like it's coming out
yeah.
through
Gotcha.
Evil Hat, which is
Yeah.
awesome. Which means it's going to be an awesome book. Evil
Yep.
Hat makes awesome books.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah. I
Looking forward
mean,
to it.
Evil Hat makes really good Forge in the Dark books.
Hello.
And
Hi, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
I was actually in her stream before I got here. It's fine.
Me too.
No.
So side.
It was some
Wrong
good
side.
Stardew Valley.
There we go. Yes. The dues. The Star dues.
The Stardews.
Doing the dues.
But yeah, I really want that game to exist so I can play it. It may just take too long, and I may just need to like satiate my need by playing the playtest at some point.
You could also go play. Well, it's not quite the same themes, but it is magical person game, which is Glitter Hearts, which is in the big itch bundle.
It's fair.
That's also a PBTA game, so a little bit
Mhm.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I want to play. I have a lot of games I want to play. I shouldn't talk about that because it'll just go on forever.
Yep.
I have a bookshelf that is full of games that I have not played. Well, I've played most of them, but still. I want to check out Forbidden Lands.
I went
like
and
a
looked.
hex crawly adventure kind of
I
game.
went and looked at the tabletop role playings I physically have, and I have played every single one of them because there aren't that many of them. Because it's like 5th edition D&D, 1st edition Dark Heresy, Apocalypse World 2nd edition, Dungeon World, Urban Shadows, and Mobile Frame Zero Firebrands. Those are the games I own.
Even I own more games than that.
Yeah, I don't have
I
that many
own-
physical games.
So many.
Don't know if
I haven't done
anybody
digital
else
games.
got this, but
Yeah.
there was an error on Twitch. So.
Maybe
Oh,
we
no.
did, but,
No,
Oh,
actually, it's up for me.
Dun,
It might have just
dun.
been me. I don't know.
To be fair, I can't see the preview right now. I just have chat up, and chat's looking beautiful. Hey, chat, how are you?
Hi,
Chat.
What up, chat?
Chat, you're gorgeous.
Yeah,
You're so gorgeous.
yes. And it's especially cozy when Leah
Looks like
tells
it's
us
still
we're
running.
beautiful, because we are.
Aw.
Hmm.
Also, Leah is beautiful, so there is that.
Yeah.
You're
all
breathtaking.
You're breathtaking. On entirely non-tabletop role-playing game things, I don't know. I watched a bunch of stuff in between the last time we played this and this time, which was a week. I watched like the Queen's Gambit was the thing I watched, which was pretty good. It was like I like the show that the creators made, the other show that the creators made better, which is Godless, which is a very good Western show. For those of you who might not,
Western show is not a very common sentence.
I know, right? There's like
Not a very good. That's not a very
It's
common
like-
sentence.
It's like
Deadwood.
Deadwood. Yeah, like Deadwood.
It's
It's like
Deadwood. Godless is actually very good.
Deadwood's
I
fantastic.
can
love
recommend it.
Deadwood.
I love Deadwood. I need to rewatch it. But no, Godless is pretty damn good and it's a Western show. The people who make that show and Queen's Gambit and stuff like that are very good at period very good at period drama. So like all the period stuff's very good. It's just whether the actual show is good. Queen's Gambit is okay. For those who don't know, Queen's Gambit is a Netflix show about a fictional, because this is a fictional chess, like she becomes a grandmaster basically, and it's very important that it's she is. It's a whole thing of like she was an orphan and then she was like really good at chess and became like a chess sensation basically. And, like, that part's interesting, but it also is, of course, all of the characters in it are, pretty much all the characters in it are fictional, which I didn't realize until about 5 episodes in the show, and I was like, I'm gonna look up this, like, Soviet chess player, and he doesn't actually exist. I'm just like, oh, this is disappointing.
I watched some things in the past week. I watched the first and a half episode of Raised by Wolves, which is a lot of information to unpack in one and a half episodes.
I watched the first half episode and was like, "What the shit is going on?"
There
What
is
is
a
this?
lot of Raised by Wolves. It's a
Oh, is that
Shit,
the sci-fi
it's-
one?
Scott Ridley wrote for
Ridley
it.
Scott.
Ridley Scott.
My bad.
What
Got-
is it about?
It's called Raised by Wolves. It's about being raised by artificial intelligence.
Yeah, it looked really interesting. I need to find that one and watch it too.
I never heard of that, but that is
Also-
kind of interesting.
It's on HBO Max, and there's a lot
okay.
of ridiculous bullshit that happens in the first episode and a half.
That
And then other than
sounds...
that, I've watched a lot of Love It or List It, and a lot of Beat Bobby Flay.
Nice. Beat Bobby Play is always good.
I unabashedly love It or Listen. I don't even care. That show was amazing.
Yo, I just
Like,
love how
if it's
fucking
ever
fast
on, my
they
wife
are.
and I will just sit there and watch it all day.
Saint, you'll also be really happy to know that we started our Octum Cthulhu game, and everybody hates my Soviet character. They hate him, and the reason is because all of our dossiers were up for reads before we all got to meet, and since he's a member of the NVKD,
NKVD,
yeah, they opened up his file, and I made sure to basically state that a lot of his stuff is redacted. But I left an entry saying that he spent time in Spain, and the character who basically is a Jewish immigrant from Russia whose family got pushed out. I saw the player's eyes immediately narrow, and I'm like, yes, somebody got it and knows exactly what horrible things my character has done.
Ah, good. Serving in Spain, eh?
Yeah, he did some work in Spain. Wink.
Supporting the Stalinists. This is a mistake.
But
That is Octum Cthulhu. I'm glad you're playing the operative of the group, because I find that role a very interesting role to play in a tabletop role-playing game. One in a tabletop role-playing game where everybody knows you are suspicious as fuck, not one where it's like, I'm hiding my spiral because I don't personally find
and see the wonderful thing about that too is basically the storyteller told us that somebody in the group is a traitor, and he's whispered each of us whether we're the traitor or not, and I won't say here if I am, but I really had a lot of fun making myself look sus as hell when he revealed at the end of the game that somebody is the traitor to like the audience, and so everybody's like, it's fucking Alexei. It's like
That's the
Alexei's
best
so
part
sus.
about stuff like Secret Hitler and like Among Us and stuff, is making yourself look super guilty even when you're not.
Yeah, it's like, is he the traitor, or is he?
It's like,
just a
that's
really
exactly
bad
what the
person?
traitor would
Find
say.
out.
So one of you is a secret
Awesome.
cultist, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, one of us is a secret something. He hasn't told us what it is. We out of character know somebody is a traitor. We don't know what that means or what it entails, but shit will probably hit the fan, and I know once bullets start flying, there's at least one Jewish immigrant who is going to settle a score. And it's like, well, I'll probably die first, but it's fine.
Have you made sure to make a second character?
I do have a second character planned, but I haven't made them. And so, yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine,
So-
too. Like, I'm one of those people who doesn't mind characters dying if it's for, like, a good story moment. So it's like, if I die, I die.
So I think we should find some space cultists.
Speaking of dying, let's segue
And-
into Rocksteady.
That
I'm
followed.
I'm personally a fan of character death at any given moment for any given reason.
I am.
That's my experience.
Hachiro just a
like,
big fan of
Casual
TPKs.
segue.
I'm not a big fan of TPKs.
We have a
Big
person to kidnap, y'all. Let's go kidnap them.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
and then drop them off somewhere.
Yeah, like out in
Yeah,
Maryland.
right?
I mean,
Like we always do.
I mean, it could. Well,
Just pencil burner.
That's not what
There's
the
a
bounty
traitor.
said.
That would solve the problem, but it's not what the bounty said.
it would solve the problem, give us more problems, which is not what we want.
It's just
I
like, we're
mean-
feeling lazy.
I mean, to be fair, we could push them out in an airlock in a spacesuit. They could
Yeah.
be in a spacesuit.
You're just gonna ride the space waves in this.
You had air. You'll be fine.
I think "do not make them a martyr" was explicitly in the.
No, it was extremely explicit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's space sharks out there, so we probably.
Yeah,
shouldn't-
Unfortunately-
no, they're paperclip squids. We can't have paperclip squids
We
given.
already
Unfortunately-
encountered a space shark, though. Just
Omega
saying.
no longer exists, so we can't just like be like, we're gonna put you on Omega, and no one
I
will
mean,
ever
it's
find
not
you
that
again.
it doesn't exist. There's no such thing as particles and energy ceasing to exist. It's there. It's just in a bunch of like mush.
It's just
The
a different
planet
state of
Omega
being.
no longer exists, and I can say that.
Pieces
without
of it
saying
everywhere.
anything. Yeah, it's
At
not a
what
coherent planet,
point-
though.
Is stop being
Omega
a
is in
planet,
all of us right here.
because it is past
See?
that point.
Right?
Whatever that point is, it is past that point.
Brendis, it's not Cadia. Get out of here.
Cadia stands.
Ugh. Random gamers here.
So
Speaking of standing, let's stand on a spaceship.
Good segue.
I'm trying.
fantastic. So you all were given a job to collect one Espanur, a memish. Rabble rouser is like the opposite. What do you? Patriot's not right either.
Firebrand?
Firebrand, kind of. Point is that he
Beaker?
works
It's
for.
a goon.
He's pro hegemony on a free mem, and is undermining their efforts for, freedom on the planet. But he is pretty charismatic, has a number of followers, and the plan is drop him somewhere else in the Procyon sector and let him find his way home so that he can figure out exactly what it is that he's fighting for And by the end of it, he's not going to be as happy to support them.
Yeah.
At least
This is a very poetic job.
I think I have a term that might fit him, which is agent provocateur.
Yes. So you were all on Sahandra when you got that notice. You guys have been doing some research to try to figure out where this person is currently, because the intelligence that you have says they left Mem recently, but as far as they can tell, have not left the system. They keep providing their subtle hands and things, but have been kind of off the radar.
So we need to find them.
Yeah, that's what it is to be a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
They left Mem?
They had been on Mem, and they left Mem.
But still in the system. Still in the Holt system.
But are still in the Holt system.
I would posit that we'd want to start on the planet that we're currently on, and then move out from there. Yeah. Because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it's more likely they'd be on Sanhandra than they'd be on Voss. I'm just gonna put that out there because Voss is hard to get.
There are other options in the system. They could be.
Do tell.
They could be on a spaceship, or they could be on a space station.
Okay.
I didn't mean like other planets, but other places that they could be is what I'm saying.
Right.
There's asteroids. There's a pocket of floating debris that used to be the planet Omega. There's
formerly known as Omega.
I remember my time as the planet Omega.
The rocky asteroid belt of Omega. There's also a number of different space stations orbiting various planets. There's like a automated refueling station. There's the check-in station above Voss that you have to stop at. You know, there's a number of like truck stop style space stations around.
Does Sanhandra have space stations around it?
A couple, yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Because I think Link's gonna take the chip. Go tell everyone, hey, I'm gonna take hey y'all, I'm gonna take the chip, go investigate some of these space stations here. You all, we got a whole plant. Well, we have a whole Twilight Belt to search. So, get started. I'll see if I can find anything on this person.
What are space trucks like in this setting?
Space trucks.
Sorry, you were both talking at the same time. I didn't catch either one of those questions. So, Shae, can you repeat yourself first?
I just asked him, do you require any help?
You any good on the space station?
You want to go to a space station?
That's what I was going to do. I was just gonna go talk to some people, see if they, seen some memish, how do I put them, aristocrats around,
Well, if nobody else has any, requires my assistance, I'll join you.
Alright, sure. Why not? I'm sure the people up there would like to see, something exotic.
I'm, rolling on the ground with the crystal I got. And I've been, just talking to him with my hands upside down, staring at them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll continue to search on Sanhandra until we find any leads.
Yeah, just don't always be at the bottom of a bottle while you're doing it, huh?
No.
I mean,
I guess I can.
That's when I do my best work.
I mean, just don't only look through there, but
Okay.
Outro, what were you saying earlier?
I was asking, what are space trucks like in this setting?
Space trucks?
Yes.
You know, I think that they're probably like large cargo carriers. Like in space, you don't have to worry about aerodynamics as much. So, you know, they're probably very boxy, is how I
Big
imagine them.
rectangles.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Are space
So-
truckers like truckers are imagined in the world today?
More or less. Like, I'm also thinking of that one episode of
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
Heavy metal.
When,
Where they're
Yep.
like super long?
yeah, super long. And they have little teeny tiny cabs because, you know,
You don't
the
need
rest of
much.
it doesn't need to have oxygen. You can just leave it depressurized and it saves a lot of money on, you know, O2 filtering. So,
Cool.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
That does not change my plans at all. I'm going to continue to play my space MMO until we have the information we need to make an extraction.
Fantastic.
Because last time I went out and tried to find hints and get evidence, I went the complete opposite direction of where I needed
Why
to
don't
go.
you ask people on the whole? Why don't you ask people on the whole server?
Yeah, you could do that. You could just, while in your MMO, you could ask around in the Holt server, being like, yo, I saw these really fucking badass bioluminescent tattoos this one time. Has any of you guys seen anything like this?
Yeah, fuck it, I'll do that. That sounds good. That sounds
Right?
like something Tempo would think of, even though Outro did not think of it. Should I like roll a thing, like a consort?
Yeah, sounds like a consort to me for sure.
Controlled standard?
Yeah.
Is it Are there any consequences?
Actually, I don't think there is technically any consequences on this. There is potentially consequences. Let me just say that, but I don't think that they're obvious.
My account getting flagged or something like that. Like,
I think that they're fairly low level consequences, but I don't think that they're like. So let's just go with controlled standard.
Okay.
Because I think there is potentially consequences.
I got a 5.
Nice. Okay. So I think the consequence, and you can resist it, is just going to be 1 heat. Or
yeah, let me resist that. Okay. I guess it would be a resolve resist, right?
Bless you.
Oh, geez. Sorry, that just snuck up on me there.
You sometimes do.
No, it'd be an insight resist.
Insight, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is going to be bad.
Nah. Yeah, 2 stress, that's not bad.
That's fine. That's fine.
Not bad.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Everything's fine. This is fine.
Okay.
Cool. So do I get any information about the glowing tattoos and weird mem agents?
Oh yeah, for sure. What you find out is that there's a number of let's see here. Copy. Yeah. There's a number of like memish sects that use this kind of bioluminescent scarification. And so what you find out is that it could either be like weird occult bullshit or punk kids appropriating weird occult bullshit.
Damn punk kids.
Sounds like weird occult bullshit all around.
So, our target's is either into some real freaky shit, or
But like kind of on the DL.
Yeah, well, I'm low key into some real
as
freaky
DL as
shit.
glowing
Some low key
tattoo can
freaky
be.
shit.
Yeah. Like in that a lot of the youth have started adopting these like glowing scarification, but like the origins are this weird mystery cult that people say still exist.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I guess I report back with that information.
All right. While you were finding this out, I understand that someone was going up to the space station
Yes, Maneki
and getting some information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokes.
You know who it's time
What?
to talk to?
Who is it time to talk to?
Dock workers, because they know shit.
Workers.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think a lot of the space stations are, in fact, for large cargo ships to dock onto and have their cargo redistributed to smaller shuttles to go down to the planet or to be, resent out in different other ships. There's definitely huge networks of like warehouse movement things because these huge ships can't go down on the planet.
Right.
They're not designed to lift back up off again. So, and they deposit their cargo, get new cargo, head out again. Definitely lots of dock workers, blah, 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 whom you can speak to.
Yeah, I would love to speak to some of them. Since they're definitely of my heritage as a spacer, so I definitely know at least some of them. I got the lingo down, because there's definitely spacer lingo that goes around. It's like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's not,
Okay.
I don't think it's quite the, like, expanse, whatchamacallit, the, like, Creole, the, Belter, it's not like Belter Creole, but, like, it's on that, like, thing of, like, yeah, if you're a spacer, there are a few things that, there's lingo that that people from planets and other backgrounds heritage wouldn't necessarily know.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So it sounds like you're trying to consort with them?
Yes, I'm very much trying to consort with them. I'm using my contacts, and I care about what they think.
Yeah.
I will assist by being adorable.
Excellent. That's what I need.
Absolutely.
I
feel
go
like
up to
these
folks and just like rub against their legs and plop down, roll over. Purr.
She gives the big old cat eyes and she's like, "They called me Maneki in boots."
Yeah, I think that they're like not even surprised about like a teal colored cat just chilling. And I think they see enough designer pets moving through here that it's just like another rich person's toy, whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm there to soften them up by distracting them with adorableness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's more that they're in close proximity with a designer pet, because usually they're, it's off in the distance. But,
That's true.
Yeah. What kind of is this? Does this have a position in effect?
What exactly are you trying to find out here, I guess is the question.
I'm trying to find out if anybody's seen this person coming through. Like, any time within the past, like, I don't know, few days. Probably the thing.
Okay.
Where is Espa?
Nah. Where is Espa? Good questions all around. I think this is controlled limited.
Okay.
These
aren't the right people to be talking to for this?
I think that they may be able to point you in the right direction, but they're not the kind of people that Espa would be interacting with directly.
Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to like.
But they're definitely, in general, good sources of information, and you
Okay.
wouldn't know necessarily that he would not talk in their circles.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm looking for people that I know rather than people that they would know. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know what? I'll spend some stress to push the effect on this.
Sure.
I'll spend stress to make it controlled standard instead.
Okay.
Maneki, you're spending a stress to help me, right?
Yes.
Cool. Thank you. All right, let's do it. That's a 6.
Nice.
Hey, Maneki did it for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was the cat eyes.
Was.
Normally, you wouldn't find someone who had seen this guy, but you lucked out, and you so happened to catch a he's human, like kind of scruffy looking, and he's not wearing the same uniform as everybody else, and you realize that he's like a new transfer, and he was actually on his way to like switch out his uniform for this station's one. And when you are asking around, he like kind of overhears and comes over. He's like, "Oh yeah, dude, those glowing things are sick." Like,
Yeah, right? That's so cool.
yeah,
Tell me
no,
about
but like exactly like these ones, I swear. This dude, like, he was, I don't know, just thick, right? But then these like glowing like scars, like, oh man. Anyway, the point is, like, this was above mem, right? Like,
Mhm. Yeah, I got you.
I used to work on same gig I got now here, but there, basically. And
I lay down on this guy's foot as he's talking.
he like completely without missing a beat like reaches down and starts scratching your ear
I purr.
while still talking.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, so like I just got transferred over here, which is good because I got family down on Sahandra, right? So
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
be a
yeah.
little close to home. But point is, I was on a transport, which like is rare for me, right?
Mm.
And we stopped by the there's an autofill station halfway around these parts, and he like kind of like scratches his beard for a minute. It's like thinking. He's like, yeah, it's trade platform number 4.
Trade platform number 4, okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other ones though. Just the number 4. It's kind of weird like that.
Huh. Probably
But,
some weird hegemony fuckery around that one.
Yeah, probably. Well, so like I got off and had to walk around and saw this dude, and oh man, just about had a heart attack. He'd been on the same shuttle with me, but when I got back on, he didn't.
Weird.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he must have done like the switcheroo. The
I guess so.
yeah, the Shemaya fire drill,
It's real too bad. Yeah, because like I would like talk to that guy, and real too bad.
Well, I'm looking for him. He's he and I got some friends in common, and yeah, I wanted to see something about those tattoos. So, hey, if you got something to say to him, maybe I can say it for you.
Nah. He ain't even seen me. No, it's cool, but like
I mean,
like
hey,
look,
hey,
my name's Ken, and this is my comms information. But like you don't have to pass it on or anything.
oh, okay, no, look, I got you, Ken. You and him, you're gonna be tight. You see? I got you.
Did we just get another contact?
Is Ken from the last game?
No.
Oh, okay.
There was a Ken in the last game.
Yeah, it was a Kentaro, because it was
But-
Glitch's brother.
Oh,
but he was
right.
a panda and not a regular
That's right.
human.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah,
It's
it's
just
like
a human suit. He's a panda underneath.
Oh man, can you imagine human furries?
Human furry.
all right. So yeah, we got Ken. Is it with one N or two N's?
Just one.
Okay. Ken the spacer, the dock
Yep.
worker. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I get I take his comment vote. Whether or not I'll actually give it to the person we're going to abduct is whatever. But
Yeah,
you know,
whatever.
You're like, hey, think about this while you're in prison. Sometimes
You know, some.
all right, cool. So trade platform number 4.
Yep.
That's something to chew on. I think it's now for Krieg and Crow to do some things.
Yeah.
Krieg and Crow do some stuff.
Krieg and Crow show.
The Krieg and Crow show.
Mm-hmm.
I know Crow's here because he was messaging me about a game table that looks fantastic. But anyway.
Crow, why would you
Crow is heading down to Sanhandra to go to the mirror. I was actually going to contact Shin, since he knows some good spots.
Yeah. Okay.
Shin's a good egg.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
We had a good time drinking and smoking the hookah last time, so.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go chat up
Mhm.
shit.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll fly us down.
Okay.
That's good. I mean, you're also welcome to join, Krieg. We're like old 51st buddies anyway, so.
No, it's me and you going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I'm welcome. I'm here.
I think
Wanted to make
he
sure.
misinterpreted what you meant by "I'm flying you down."
I thought you meant like taxi me down to the surface. I'm like, why aren't you
yeah.
coming?
no,
I thought you were.
no, you need
Never mind.
you need supervision.
This is very true.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, you get a good recommendation to a bar and a little night spot. And the three of you, Crow, Shin, and Krieg, you guys are asking around, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
What's the play?
Good cop, bad cop, good cop, drunk cop.
So
whatever.
what I was planning on was slowly putting out a rumor that there is a lot of money like riding on this guy with these glowing tattoos. And, you know, anybody with information, you know, could end up like, you know, hitting the jackpot, as it were. Just kind of circulating the information in the bar and seeing if that kind of like gets any kind of whispers going of people being like, hey, maybe we should like go get turn in this information to whatever fake address I make up or whatever. Be like, send it to www.imdrunk.com, you know?
That is a legitimate website that he made.
Probably.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, obviously.
It's
That
all
definitely-
like HTML2, and it's just like, I'm drunk, ha ha ha, you know, all bold.
But there's like a text box that you can type into,
Yeah.
and like people like leave you weird drunk secrets all the time.
Sounds about right.
Being drunk.
If this isn't a real website, it should be.
It probably is.
Yeah. Krieg will probably stay close to Crow because anytime you let Crow go on his own, it's problems. but he'll probably be at the bar, and he'll probably just chat with the bartender, because anybody who knows information, it's usually the bartender.
Yeah, that's true.
The first thing I will do is buy a round for Krieg shit myself, of course.
Of course.
Then I will get to spreading.
Okay.
Crazy.
Probably start at the bar talking to Krieg, like, "Hey Krieg, have you heard that
Have you heard of this person?
So and so is looking for information, and they're paying a ridiculous price for someone who has these tattoos, and
What? That is so
really
strange.
looking for this guy.
Never heard of that. I could probably ask around for you as well, stranger I have never met before. I'll just.
So it sounds like maybe
Crow
a
puts
group,
his face
a
in his
group
hands
action.
and is like, "You're doing great, buddy."
I should have known this is part of a new comedy routine that would become a classic in the coming years. Called, Who's on Mem, What's on Voss? But
We had
So-
this plan the whole time.
This sounds like it's possibly a group action. Sounds a lot like a sway. Am I following y'all here?
Yeah, that's.
Sounds fun to me.
And it sounds to me like Crow is leading this. Am I?
Yeah,
I
Crow
correct?
has the lead on this one.
Crow has the lead.
Should
Okay.
I do risky?
Yes. No, it's controlled. It's yeah. I don't think there's
Control?
like
Okay.
physical risk to you guys, but there might
Okay.
still be consequences. So controlled standard though.
Controlled standard.
5. Okay. That is 1 point of stress for Crow. Get a 5, which is a success, but with some consequences. Boop, boop. So, you guys are asking around a couple of different, like the bartenders. You're spreading this rumor about this guy, and I think what happens is the consequence here is that you see someone so because this is controlled, you can either accept a consequence or backtrack and try a different approach. And so
Oh, we're taking a consequence, baby. Let's go.
Well, you get to hear what the consequence is, and then you may continue. But basically, you see someone who is overly eager for this information, who very quickly listens in to your first description, and then shuffles out the back door, which is essentially going to be some heat. And narratively, more people know that you're looking for him.
I mean, is it if I catch him, though?
I mean, you could accept the consequence and then go after him, or you could resist, or you could try a different approach, and when you see their greedy, beady eyes, subtly abort the plan and try a different tactic.
I mean, we're going all in on this one way or the other. I was just wondering if I could do a resistance and kind of grab them and be like, "You shut the fuck up."
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say
That
you just
sounds
drag
like
him
a
into
you.
a drink, but yeah, that's fine too.
That sounds like it'd be a resolve resistance to me. Actually, it might be.
This should be fun.
No, yeah, it'd be resolve. Yeah.
If I'm threatening physically, can I do prowess?
No. If
It's
you
so kinda
beat them unconscious, you can do prowess.
I mean, half dozen of another. Is this in the? Can I catch them outside the alley where nobody's looking?
I mean, you'd be making at that point, you would not be making a resistance roll. You'd be making an action roll to follow up from after accepting the consequence as having happened.
All right,
Of them ducking
resolve
out.
it is then, because I can't knock him out in the middle of the bar.
Yeah.
No, you
Actually, I
can see
could
about
start
to
a bar
leave, and then you
fight,
can.
I was gonna say bar fight.
You
I
could
could start
start a bar fight.
We could start a bar.
Yeah,
fight.
but it's part of Crow's ethic as an alcoholic to not start bar fights, to always bring it outside.
Is it though?
I'm gonna go with the resolve only because I still want to get the information, and if we start a bar fight, that kind of puts the kibosh on the plan anyway. So I'm pretty good on stress anyway at the moment.
Not anymore.
So I take
We'll
4
take
stress.
4. All right. Yeah. So you guys remember that this particular person is associated with the former governor of Mem, the human that was installed by the hegemony to impose imperial rule over this planet. And what you find out is while you're in there and you're asking around is instead of hearing about him directly, you guys hear about how like you guys like hear it like some kind of news announcement about like hostilities on Mem continue or whatever. And then the conversation kind of turns to how the former governor has been stirring up trouble, and he's not even on Mem anymore. And once again is mentioned Trade Platform 4. And somebody says something about how a lot of shady deals go down there. And then someone else says, I've heard as neutral ground that people that no one wants to break that treaty, basically. And so the information you get is reaffirming the location of Trade Platform 4 and the idea that there may be some kind of clandestine meeting possibly going on there.
Do we know how soon the meeting will be?
No.
Okay.
Just that this is a very good place for a clandestine meeting. And if they were planning a meeting, getting there like a week or so early makes perfect sense to get the place ready,
If we were going to have
I've always wanted to go to a clandestine meeting.
I'm not saying we are, but this would be the perfect place for such a meeting.
Yes, just exactly like that 100%.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Is the news anchor who's saying that really like in characterly so jaded that he's just like or whatever at the end of the sentence?
No.
Damn
No,
it.
that
All
was
right.
that was definitely me. That was definitely Kelsa.
I was hoping, but
being completely jaded. No, it was obviously much more eloquent than I am, because
fair enough.
that's not hard. So okay. Where was I? Hold. Ah, yes, Victor Cromwell, the former planetary governor.
He even has an aristocratic sounding name.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk. Yeah.
All right. So we know something's going down on Trade Platform 4, and we also know that Espa was seen on Trade Platform 4.
Yep.
So signs are pointed.
Sleuthing my way over there.
I mean, we're all gonna have to get on the ship and get over there because it's a space station.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we gotta start heading towards Trade Platform 4. Unless y'all have another idea.
I'll be able to. is it possible to, I guess since there's like shady deals that go on at this trade platform, is it possible to do a study and kind of like see what kind of try to like look at the effects of like the surrounding area of like maybe like supplies just started appearing here or you know, like is it possible to find out any information based on the shady deals going on there?
Any information about what?
Like whether or not he's like waiting there, or if like something big already went down and he has moved on.
I don't know if we'd know that unless we went there.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
Unless we had some like criminal contacts who were like, yeah, we were just there. We did a big deal there. Like,
we had the time blocked for 8 o'clock, and they were at 7, and we saw them on their way out.
Yeah, it was our 8 p.m. drug negotiation.
Crime organizations are very, very serious about using the allotted time in the well-known designated shady docking bay.
Please arrive 15 minutes before your appointment.
Please put all your guns in the assigned lockers in the lobby.
Sounds about right.
What we can do, I think, is we can use our ship. We got like long-range scanners and stuff on our ship. We can scan the goddamn. We can go over there and scan the damn station.
That's true. That's definitely.
We should do that.
Yeah. Why don't you do that?
All right. Yeah. Can we use the comms rating of our ship to do the scanning?
Yes, that's probably exactly what you should be doing.
Excellent. Is it an action roll of some sort?
No. You click on the comms button.
Well, I can't click on comms. I click on fortune, which is the same.
Oh,
3
I thought you
could. You can only click on crew tier, unfortunately. Yeah, so whatever, it's fine. Scan
imperfect
station. Alright, let's see how it goes. Great roll.
Wow. Yeah. It's really odd. It seems like this station has like built-in deflector rays as part of its station design. Maybe that has something to do with the fact that this is number 4 and no one seems to know what happened to 1, 2, or 3. It seems to be maybe this is another reason why so many clandestine deals happen here. But
yeah,
it's just impenetrable to your scanners. So you get the information that it is impenetrable to outside scanners.
Shit.
So I'm standing there behind you, zipping up my jumpsuit with a hand welder in my hand. It says, and I say, I guess we got to go in the old-fashioned way.
I mean, yes.
Or you could just dock and go inside.
Yeah.
I want to be a spy, damn it.
You can be a spy and still land on the station normally.
I want to kick down the door and shoot everybody and then be a spy.
Look, we just
murder everyone and creep around after.
Hey, we have a fancy new... Well, we don't actually have our fancy new fake transponder. We have to wait for that. Look, we could just land on the station. It'll be fine. I think. Maybe. Or there's one more thing we can try. Hold on. Just like rummage, like press a few buttons on the screens. We still have a recon drone.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, but where are we going to get the recon drone into the station.
I mean, that part's probably not that hard. Like, space stations have multiple openings. Just gotta...
You could duct
And it has
the
its own
welding
boosters,
torch
so...
to it and make a hole for it.
Exactly.
You
Like-
need to remember that this is a station where folks move through commonly. Part of it's going to be sequestered away for these shady dealings.
That's also true, yeah.
Yeah, I
Rolling
mean,
around
we're
on
just...
the ground with the crystal again.
To be fair, all we're trying to do is find Espa. It's all we need. We don't care what else is going on in that station. So,
Yeah.
find Espa. We could also probably figure out how many people on the station who we gotta, like, avoid or whatever, you know, right? Not the only one on
we
this.
should know what we're getting into before we get into the station.
Alright, yeah.
So since they're on the ship and they have taken the ship, can I radio them in any way? And just give
Wait,
them
you
the
didn't-
info that we have?
I thought you were on the ship with us.
Yeah,
Oh, did they come back and pick us up, or did we go to them?
We're
I was
all-
confused.
Yeah,
We're all
yeah, you guys
regrouped.
all met up. Yeah, you all met up.
We all
Okay,
met up
okay.
and flew off Sanhandra to trade platform
Okay.
number 4 because it's not close.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like nearby. Yeah, this is
I thought it was still you and Maneki. Okay.
No, this is all of us on the ship.
everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Everybody.
collecting the crystal.
Everybody.
So-
everybody.
So you tell us about the whole thing with the governor, right?
Mhm.
Or the
You're-
former governor, I should say.
The totally
That-
not suspicious governor.
Shady dealings and spots and sturf.
That makes things more complicated. As if they weren't already complicated.
That's usually how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, that actually makes things... No! That actually makes things easier. Hold on.
Can we do a quick scan to see if there's a bounty on the former governor? Try and cash in some extra credit.
No, I was thinking is
no.
that we
Oh.
could send the recon drone to see if, like, any of, like, former governor's ships are here or whatever. And that would be
That's
easier than
true.
trying to find Espa,
Yeah.
right?
hmm
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Fuck it. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that, or gonna make that happen. Let's make it happen.
All right, yeah.
Throw the recon drone.
Sure.
It hasn't
sure.
failed us so far.
Hasn't failed us yet.
Yep.
Send in the drones.
Send in the
Yeah.
drones.
The drones.
The drone. So, is there a role involved here, or can we just send in the drone?
That's a good question. I was expecting you to tell me what, like, you were expecting to roll for this, but I realize you're probably right that there is not a role required because I don't think that there is going to be a potential consequence to this. I think the drone is small enough and you'll be able to get the information quickly enough. It's not going to come back at you, really. And so you're definitely going to get that at least one tick that you need to fill your clock. So,
Excellent.
yeah, you will. It's not very hard for you to find out the call sign for the former governor's ships, and you are able to find one docked here on Trade Platform 4, and you're able to dock yourselves nearby or on the far side of the station, whichever you prefer.
What do y'all prefer?
So they are here.
I'm
They are
fine.
here, yes.
Either way.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really need to hide ourselves, but if we're worried about it, we should flip over our transponder code first.
We can't do that yet because we don't have it installed.
Oh, it's not installed. Dang.
Yeah, we have it. We have it. It's just not installed yet.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I was
Everybody shall
confused.
know our brazen glory.
Just
Well,
just
I
flip it
suppose
after
we
the fact.
should-
It's fine.
I suppose we should depart and start
Yeah.
the search on foot.
Let's do what Temple wants and be spies. Now that we're on the station.
Let's go be spies.
I
Temple-
fucking slink my way into the closest air dock.
So this sounds like it's a stealth plan. Is that what I'm hearing?
I guess so. Yeah,
It's become a stealth plan, yeah.
it's become a stealth plan.
And your method
or an
of
infiltration plan, should be said.
sorry, yes, infiltration to use the correct terminologies. Yeah.
Our point
And
of entry
you're-
is The other side of the station.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's roll some engagement then.
We should do load and gambits.
Ah, yes. So you get 2 gambits. Let me pull them into existence here.
Definitely light load.
I'm going normal load.
I'll go normal.
Normal.
Do you remember that light load makes you quieter and faster?
Oh,
I'm going
fair.
light load.
I'm gonna change mine up to light. That is a valid point.
I like shooting people and being loud, so I'm going stealth normal. It's fine.
I'm going normal because I fully anticipate this plan to fall.
It's your fault.
Exactly. I am like the 8-foot-tall barbarian hiding behind the tree branch. This is never gonna work.
No. We're not worried about you. We're worried about the person who wants to be stealthy immediately declaring the.
Oh, I hope that we're successful in being stealthy. I just don't expect it to be the case.
You have a higher chance of it being successful on a light load, is what Kelsa was saying.
That's all.
I think I'll be okay with normal.
Yeah,
You can be
probably
okay with
fine.
Probably.
Probably.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
All right. So, is this operation particularly bold or daring?
I mean,
Yeah.
I think so.
I feel like it is, yeah.
A high
Yeah,
value
yeah.
target.
We are maybe screwing with the former governor of Mem, so.
mm-hmm.
Thought I made it pretty clear you're screwing with the governor of Mem.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So
Okay.
I think that's part of it. We're still a tier 0 crew. Like,
Yeah. Well, he's the former governor, not the current governor, and
what real power does he have?
or excuse me, we're crew quality 1. We're crew quality. We're better. Than
yeah,
that.
you're better than that. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors?
Espa being here?
That's not a lot of factors.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a lot of factors, no.
Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability to the target or hit them where they're weakest?
They certainly aren't expecting us to
Don't know.
be here.
That's true.
I mean, there's that.
And they are on a spot where people tend to not look.
And you did make sure that you squashed every time there could have been a consequence of somebody finding out. I'll grant you that.
Yep. But they probably have special preparations.
I spent 4 stress on that. That hurt.
Yeah, you did.
Cool.
Yeah, just a fair warning. Going into this job, I only have 3 available stress to spend. Just
Hey,
to
guys, we are
Tremata,
working on
it's fine.
We are doing better at our inconspicuous rep.
That's true.
I mean, especially if you pull this off. Are there any other elements that you want to consider? While the governor himself and your specific target of Espa are a lower tier, the station itself and its defenses and the other faction involved are a higher tier. So I think we're going to lose a die to that as well.
Friends and enemies involved?
Do you guys have any friends? Do you
I
have...
mean-
Do you have friends?
My friends are in Amarath and Baphtoma, so
Yeah, nobody.
Shin has been helping us out, but I don't think I'm bringing Shin with us because they're
No,
busy.
not-
They do things.
Yeah.
I
They
don't
got
think
actual
Jeezy
work
is
to do.
here, but Kelsa, if you could come up with a reason for Jeezy to be here, fine. And then Mando, which is my down tick, which is a guild member. I don't know.
I don't think Yala is here
we got
either.
we got the Mandalorian with us. We're set.
Manda, a guild member, might actually be here since this is a guild automated trading platform. If Manda...
Figure out why
if,
her rivals.
Do we have a reason? No, because... Okay.
She hasn't come up yet.
I'm going to double check my notes because I know I asked you all stuff at the beginning.
Question: which guild administers the station?
Engineers.
Okay. Good. I'll know more about the station then.
Employer on a mining asteroid.
Yeah, see, that changed, though, when I decided that I was the gate guard instead of the miner.
Okay, well, I mean, you could have done both.
Probably.
So if Tempo is going to have a downtick coming into play, I would like to have an uptick on Baby Yoda, since they have a downtick on Mando.
Well, it's Manda, not Mando, first of all. And second of all...
It's just a pronunciation thing.
I thought they said Mando.
Yeah, I heard Mando, but Mandalorian. It's a totally different clan of space warriors.
Yeah, except they're not at all.
Distinct.
Anyway.
I just want a Baby Yoda.
Different
no
game.
Baby Yodas.
Anyway, I am currently slinking into a ductwork to try to find this person.
All right, yeah, let's we're bringing Amanda is against you guys. What do we know about them? What are their pronouns? What are they?
She, her. She's a very like pantsuit, clipboard, in your face, middle management type, I guess.
Okay.
Are they allergic to cats?
I wouldn't know.
Does she have let me talk to your manager hair?
No, not really. She has like a tight bun and just a straight cross bang across her forehead. You can't tell how long her hair is because of how tight the bun is.
Well, you know what they say.
Is her middle name Karen?
Well, you know what they say. Our space anaconda don't want none unless she got bun, hun.
Wow.
That was a reach, but
made it work though.
A reach with the okay, we're done. So
stars.
Let's roll some dice. I think we're at 1.
I think I will roll 1 die.
I shouldn't roll anymore.
No. We've seen
the
your
wrong
starting
Every
dice.
time I roll, it's horrible. So I'm not.
So how do I roll for this ship? Just
Yeah,
roll fortune.
Outro's the reason we're in this mess. They should roll.
God.
Perfect.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
We should do this stealth mission, and I'm prepared for it to go tits up.
Same shit show as always, folks.
You probably should
Okay.
have worn that light armor. That light load.
I'm fully captured.
So you guys are slithering through these vents on your way to the other side of the space station where you know that the governor's ship is, when all of a sudden the station alarms start going off, and there is a sudden decompression, and like a bunch of bunker shields go down between different sections, and you guys are trapped in the vent ducts as it seems like that the space station has been segmented after some kind of hull breach.
So I turn around and I give everybody a thumbs up, and then I reach into my backpack and I pull out my plasma cutter, and I was like, I brought this because I knew something like this may happen.
I'm
just everybody put your helmets on just in case this goes to outside and not to the next segment of the ship.
You purposely breach a hole.
Well, we're continuing through the ducts. I'm just going to cut the thing that blocked off the duct. So that's why I'm saying put your helmets on in case the segment has left the rest of the landing station.
No,
but I'm pretty sure that's not the case.
Maneki was just asking.
Okay, what could go wrong? It's just explosive decompression. I'll put my helmet on.
Link's gonna do
Just
something stupid.
Okay.
In the for me the out of character purpose of getting XP. she's
currently
gonna
being very reckless. So
you all look back, and she's not with the rest of you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you
she's-
caught on the other side of one of the bunker doors?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Okay.
Because she stopped, like, while we were going before the alarm went off, she stopped and, like, basically started having second thoughts about this, and then the doors closed, and she was like, maybe I was right. Maybe I was right.
All right, so I'm gonna plasma cutter this this wall.
Yeah, y'all can continue. Y'all go on. It's fine. I'll be fine. Y'all can't hear me or anything, but I'll be fine.
Do I need to roll anything to cut away at this air duct?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It sounds like rig to use this plasma cutter. Make sure you mark it off on your gear as well.
And it's desperate,
something
right?
could go wrong.
And it's desperate, and you lose one die
how many
because of the
slots would you
shrapnel in
say
your
the
arm.
plasma cutter takes up, 1 or 2?
Probably 2. Do you not already have it on your?
No, it's just something I mentioned in a previous scene that I was literally putting into my pocket from when we were going to sneak
I'm
into the-
picturing it being like a heavy blaster, like a
Okay,
fucking
that's fine.
jackhammer kind of thing. That you can't just fit in your pocket. That was how I was picturing it.
Okay. I'll do it that way. That's fine. And you said rig?
Yeah.
Desperate standard?
Yep. A -1 die.
Look on the bright side. At least we might be able to grab them in the chaos.
I'm
We'll
rolling
see.
0 dice here. What's a devil's bargain here?
You look up and you also see your rival in the vents with you.
You look up and spiders. All right, everybody roll initiative.
Spiders, I found you.
We already did that.
We did already do that. No, I think the devil's bargain is there's fighting going on in the next corridor, in the next section of the ship when you
Okay,
go through.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, yeah.
5. Woo! And desperate
Right.
and insight. Give me that. I only want 1 of those, not 2 of those. There we go.
Yeah. So I said ship and I meant space station, but y'all know what I meant. So you got so Tempo like pulls out this plasma cutter and like punches a hole large enough for you all to go through into this bulkhead that has dropped down. And as the piece of metal that's like 2 inches thick, probably 5 inches thick, whatever, it's thick as shit, just like bong falls over, you hear on the other side the sound of fighting. There is blaster fire, there's shuffling, there's screaming, there's like 2 or 3 Wilhelm screams as people obviously die off camera.
R2.
Luckily, with the sound of their fighting, they probably did not hear that loud ass noise coming from the ventilation shaft, but it sounds like this fight is going to be over soon, and whoever wins is probably going to hear you guys unless you are very, very quiet.
Outro, you want to do your thing, or do you want me to try and get you out of there?
I was going to, can we see the fighting?
You could get closer to a grill or whatever that you could see out of, but from where you're at right now, you can't see anything because you're in the vent system.
Yeah, so I'm going
but
to
you can
proceed
hear it.
vent grid or whatever and look to see if there's a doorway or anything in between us and them. Because if there is, I will go into said door like a spy.
And Link is trapped behind another door.
Yes, Link is on the other side of a bulkhead on the behind you guys instead of in front.
Alright, I'm gonna start pawing at it.
That's probably not going to get you very far.
I'm gonna try something, but
I'll leave the plasma cutter behind if you want me to.
I want to let Saint do whatever they have planned before I try anything.
Okay. One thing you do know is that considering how loud this fight is, it seems like the barrier is soundproof. It wasn't until after the plasma cutter got through it that you guys were able to hear the sound of fighting. And at first, the sound of the plasma cutter itself was overpowering any sounds of fighting. But so you get up to where there's like a grill that you can see out, and you look down on like a hallway, and you can see that it's like gory mess. It's splattered with blood. There's a number of people wearing the former governor's like heraldry colors dead on the ground, and they look like they were like bodyguards. They look like they should have been competent at their jobs, but they're dead by the time you actually get to the that place you can look out. It seems like the fighting is completely over, and someone wearing a like gray robe with a hood pulled over their head like dashes down the corridor.
Oh, we have competition.
Can I catch them in time with my grappling hook?
We haven't even removed the grate yet. I'm probably the only one getting these visuals.
Cut the whole thing, it fell over. Okay.
No. So like you're in a grate, and what fell over was inside of the grate, the bulkhead that came down.
Oh, okay.
So
I get you.
All right. Well, I'm going to take the screws off of said vent grate.
Yeah.
Drop down and then try to, I guess, follow the cultists that ran off screen, but be quiet about it.
Okay.
I am going to loot the bodies and then find the crazy cultist.
Okay. Krieg?
Is there any like usable uniform that are about our sizes or anything?
I mean, no. You could, however, do a flashback to have procured yourself some disguises if you wanted to do so. But these guys...
I'm in bed.
I mean, like,
right now.
Of this guy's heraldry?
Yeah. You could totally do that. Like, his heraldry is public knowledge.
What kind of stress are we talking about for that?
I think that's it's probably just a I just think it's a one stress flashback to get that.
Okay. All right, why not? I'll pay it.
Cool.
I feel like that's important. That way, you know, we can be like, hey, it was the gray person, and get people on our side kind of thing.
All right. Okay.
I will actually, do they have like radio contacts?
Oh yeah, definitely.
The soldiers?
Sure.
So I'm going to hop on the radio and I'm going to say, you know, we're under attack, and describe the assailant kind of thing. And then like immediately cut off to like static almost, so they can't really ask any questions.
It was a boring conversation anyways.
Anyway, yeah, it was. we're all fine here.
How are you?
before I do something, what is Link doing?
I don't know yet. I'm waiting for this to be resolved.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's getting resolved anytime
Okay,
soon.
good.
I think Tempo has run off. I think that
I was going to
Crow
call
is-
Link to see where they were, so I can wait as well to see where you're at.
All right.
okay.
Yeah, I'm on the other side. I think what I want to do is I'm gonna pop out Volus 2.
Mhm.
And along with Volus 2, I want to find out, like, is there an alternate way through this station? I'm pretty used to guild stations being both born on a space station and having built a guild engineer before.
Sure.
So, yeah, I want to figure out where that, like, there's got to be another way through this station, because even during lockdowns, like, I know how guild executives work. Guild executives are always like, they always make these stations, and they're like, you know, this is the standard lockdown procedure, but there's always another way to get through, even when there's a hull breach, because guild stuff.
There's always a safe evacuation.
Yeah, that too. Like, there are
Sure.
good reasons for it, but then there are also the, like, there's the Wayland Yutani-esque, well, we have to get the executives out because they're the important ones.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'd like to study the station.
Go for it.
Do that. What's the position effect for studying?
Well, there's a whole breach and a lockdown and weird cultists running around, so I'm gonna say it's desperate.
I don't know about the cultists, but yes.
You don't. Doesn't matter whether you know about them or not. They are still definitely running around.
True. Does being a construct whisperer help me?
Remind me and the audience, what does being a construct whisperer do?
Only the first part of this is relevant to this, but its machines speak to you when you study them.
Okay. I don't think that this applies because I don't feel like the space station as a whole is the kind of machine we're talking about here.
Okay, that's fine. I'll find something more specific later.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, I wanna figure my way out of here. What's the effect of this desperate roll?
Standard.
Standard?
Because your goal is to find another way to the other side of the station, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
What's a devil's bargain look like here?
Comms don't work.
Oh.
I already expected that, so sure. I'll take it.
I was very strongly considering, I was like, comms don't work. And I was like, maybe they just already don't work. But I think it's a fair devil's bargain here. Maybe they didn't work the whole time and you just now are realizing it.
Yep. All right. It's probably like Volus 2 goes a little bit out of range and I just can't communicate with it, and then it comes back. It's like, oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
That's a 6. That devil's bargain helped me out.
Sure did. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. With Volus's help, you're able to find the emergency shaft or what have you, like the emergency elevator to that you can pretend to be. You'll have to hack or rig or something to simulate a key card to make it work. But yeah, you find it easily enough. You knew exactly what you were looking for, and yeah, you're able to locate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hack it up. I think. Actually, no. I'm going to use my. This is gonna be a thing of. It's the opening up the back of the computer and messing with the physical wires thing that she's gonna do instead of doing I'm gonna emulate a key card.
Sure.
So that she can use it later. Yeah. So I'm gonna rig it instead.
Okay. Okay. That's that's fair.
What's the
Sorry, go on.
What's the position effect for this?
It's still desperate because you have not improved your position in any way.
We'll get to that.
I think it's limited because of your fine hacking rig, because this is guild tech.
Yeah, that would do it. I'm gonna use my special armor from Fix to push myself to get effect.
Okay.
And I'm gonna spend a gambit because this seems important.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use one of those gambits.
I will make it disappear.
So it's desperate standard again.
Yep.
1 bonus die.
That's a 6. Good job. Easy peasy.
All the 6s.
You make yourself like a little temporary exec card or whatever, or like pop it out and you rewire it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think how these guild things work is that all of them have a dummy card in them, and if you open up the back of it, you can take out the dummy card, and if you know what you're doing, you can just like rig up the dummy card to act like whatever you want.
Perfect. Exactly. That's definitely how it happens. So now you've got this dummy card for the executive elevator, and are completely cut off from the rest of your friends.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm probably like hopping up on my hind legs and like putting my paw on Krieg's communicator and being like, Link, come in. Are you there? Are you safe?
Nope. Getting nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Be honest, Link is way more safe than the rest of us. We're the ones that are causing the loud noise.
I'll tell you where they're not safe.
Thinking of safe, is it time for our break here, and then we'll find out what happens when Tempo chases after some shady cultists?
I'm going to kill the cultists with a karate chop to the throat.
It is a good point to start even a couple minutes early, so yes, let's take our break now. A natural stopping point. The dramatic score kicks in for the cut to commercial, and we will be back in a couple minutes.
Okie dokie.
Stick around. We'll see you soon.
All right, everybody.
And we're clear. Go. Get it up, stretch. Grab your food. Go.
Ah, save me! Ah! Keep accidentally looking at election stuff while we're playing, and it's driving me bonkers. You know what really grinds my gears? There are these cool-looking videos on YouTube with names like In Search of Alien Planets in the Universe, Explore the Universe. And they have these super cool graphics, and they're always like streaming on YouTube. But then you click on them, and they're just like, I don't know, like 1990s, like Science Channel movies that are like super old and outdated. And it's just like, killing me. YouTube science channels.
Science be praised. What are we talking about?
I mean, there's some decent. Sorry. Right. I mean, there's some decent. What was it? 1990s sci-fi movies.
Well, not sci-fi, more like Science Channel documentary kind of things.
Oh, that stuff changes all the time.
Aliens.
Yeah. That's why I like when you click on something that has a sweet graphic and you're like, ooh, cool, I want to see an In Search of Alien Planets in the Universe documentary, and then it just turns out to be something from like 1997.
Like a
It's just
planet
like,
that's made entirely out of diamonds. Well, the surface does.
I'm more like the nebula that smells like raspberries.
Is it really though?
It tastes like some sort of alcohol. I forget which type. I think it was brandy, but it's also highly toxic. They're like, it'll be delicious, and then you die.
Hey, you know what's a lot like a 90s sci-fi movie?
Scum and Villainy.
This game.
You know what also is delicious, and then you'll die? Scum and Villainy. Whenever you're ready, Space Mistress.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
So yeah, where this sounds like you were chasing after this guy, but quietly, which implies to me that we're talking about some skulk. Am I right? Or
I can safely say skulk is a thing. What I want to achieve is I want to sneak up behind this cultist, and then I want to karate chop them in the side of the neck so hard they go unconscious. So that is my ultimate goal here.
Mine, seeing as we...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say mine, seeing as we can't get to Tempo, or not Tempo, Link.
Mhm.
I'm gonna begrudgingly hop out of the vent, pause when I see these dead bodies, start to eat one, and then continue to skulk.
Okay. How bloody is your mouth?
I only take a few bites. It's free food.
So not very. Okay.
Not very. And I like my...
Take a moment to just clean the blood off your whiskers. That's fine. Okay. If the intent is to just end with you clocking them, you're gonna need to roll a scrap. I think it needs to be broken up into 2 rolls.
Okay, that's fine. That's what I expected. That's why I told you what the end goal was, just so we were on the same page.
This guy is very, or this weird cultist that you don't know anything about is very competent. So
the little competent cultist that could.
So if you want to be able to sneak up on them, you're gonna need a skulk. If you succeed the skulk, that'll give you the option to roll a scrap to clock him on the head. But yeah, you're gonna need a...
I'm using a gambit.
Alright, now you guys are out of gambits.
What's the effect?
Limited. No. It's gonna
standard?
be standard. It's gonna be standard. So it's desperate standard. Because this is just getting up to him.
Come on, dice. Ah, fuck.
Okay, that's a 4.
That's a 4. I didn't want a 4.
All right, you do it, but you're gonna take desperate consequences. You're up on him. You're within striking distance when suddenly a leg darts out behind them under the cloak, like kicking backwards and taking out your like mule kicking backwards, like right as you're about to come up on them, and like hitting you like square in the solar plexus. Breaking a couple of ribs, and pushing you backwards. So you are gonna lose this opportunity and also take level 3 harm, broken ribs.
Yikes.
I want to resist that.
I mean, you can't lose the opportunity because you made it, so that's not actually happening. But you do get kicked in the ribs and take
Can I roll to resist the broken ribs after I do a scrap roll? Or do I have to do it before?
You would have to do it before.
Okay, so I'm going to roll to resist. I'm going to like lift up the plasma cutter so he kicks the plasma cutter instead of my, solar plexus.
Okay. Oh yeah. That sounds like a very good prowess resist to me.
Mm-hmm. I'm very nervous about this because I'm probably about to trauma out.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Oof.
No problems.
Ah.
You are still, however, gonna take level 2 harm. You already have level 2 harm, so this is not going to change anything, but you're going to still be taking the -1 dice penalty from them. You're still bruised. Your chest is still bruised from having the they're 2 separate lines, so this goes.
You're just not dead.
Now there are more reasons for you to have -1 die on rolls.
Unfortunately, this just means that your recovery clock clicks back down to 0.
Oh, that sucks. I was at 5.
I know. You need to finally heal yourself so that you can have it gone.
Tempo is just always beat up, just perma beat up.
Tempo just needs to get lost, and then they can come back with all of their wounds healed, because that's the thing you do if you're lost.
That's a thing.
That is true.
But not right now, because I just blocked that person's kick to my solar plexus, and I'm gonna karate chop him in the throat. Desperate.
Yeah.
What is my
limited?
Limited? Really?
Yeah.
Master NPCs do that.
Yeah.
Especially when they're part of the agony.
They're not. They're not part of the agony. You can believe that.
I have no idea what they're actually part of.
I got a 4 because I'm imagining bruised ribs make it harder for me to roll.
Did you roll at -1 die?
I did not.
Okay,
so I figured I got a 4.
So you could have 4. It's the same as a 5 anyway, as far as technicalities go, but this is not good for you. So
I still knock them out.
No, you don't.
Aw. Well, I succeeded on the scrap roll.
You succeed in hitting them, but you don't knock them out. I mean, that's part of it being the effective limited, is that you're not knocking them out.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you hit them, and like your hand feels like it hit iron instead of muscle, and like you're just like your hand starts like kind of vibrating from just the shock of it, and like they grab your wrist, and they're going to like flip you over and drop you on your back.
This sounds great.
You can resist that if you like.
I will resist that. I will resist that by knowing the perfect counterbalance throw. Like, I'm going to land on my back, but like chuck them against the wall, like using the momentum.
I feel like you're underestimating how competent this person is.
Or I'm overestimating how competent Tempo is.
That one.
Can one of us assist?
Huh?
Can one
Yeah,
of
what
us
are the
jump in
rest
and
of us
assist?
doing?
I mean, that's a good question.
Like, two
I
of
think
us have
Crow
got-
is still like rifling through pockets at this point.
I'll jump in. I haven't really done anything yet, so I can jump in and help.
Yeah, I was trying to do stuff too, but I didn't want to stop you guys from having.
So
from
yeah, you
going
guys
on.
are all running down. Tempo like makes it up on this guy. You think that they are totally going to catch them unaware when suddenly Tempo gets like mule kicked in the chest, but manages to block it with their plasma cutter. And then they do the karate chop, and suddenly their arm gets grabbed, and they're about to get thrown over. If you want to jump in, you've got 2 seconds to tell me how you stop this from happening.
Are they just resisting, or am I helping them do something?
I thought you said you wanted to resist for them.
Oh no, I thought they were trying to still do the chop.
No, they already did the chop. They connected, but did not do the damage they were hoping.
Okay, Krieg is just gonna go low and just bull rush them in the side then. So that'll be how I resist with prowess. I'm just gonna like clip them in the side so they don't hit Tempo.
Well, they've got Tempo's like wrist grabbed, so
Yeah,
you're gonna
but if
knock like all three of you over,
fine.
basically.
That's fine. Just as long as they're not inflicting harm on them, knocking both of them to the ground is gonna stop whatever they're doing.
Okay, let's. That sounds a lot like a scrap to me. Well, I guess it would technically be about prowess resist because we're resisting here. So
Because
yeah,
we're
yeah.
Resisting, so yeah, prowess roll. All right. Am I able to put Leaf on the Wind into the prowess resist? Or...
No.
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 Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
That would defeat the purpose of the resist.
No, that's fine.
Okay, one stress.
One stress. I got so much of that to spare, so yeah. I just tackled the two of them to the ground.
Okay, yeah, sweet. So neither one of you is going to take any more harm from that. Although Tempo, it hurts. Like you don't take any like mechanical harm, but that was painful.
Yes. I'm probably going to spike kick this cultist in the chest and see if their entire body is made of metal.
I would like to slink by while this is all going on.
Sure.
I want to try and find our target.
I don't even think you need a roll for that. I think you can just avoid this fight and just keep moving because you're a fucking cat.
Cool.
You know?
I mean, I see nothing but logic in Kelsa's words there. So
The only thing I will say is as you go past, you're 100% certain that the person they're fighting is a mystic.
Oh.
Just realized I was muted the whole time.
Oh no.
Were you saying something?
What I would like to do is find a comically large electromagnet among the bodies and use that to like suck them in because they're covered in metal apparently.
They're not. They're not covered in metal. They're just
I know.
very...
I was being very silly.
I mean, there
just
was a
jacked.
comically large electromagnet just chilling for no apparent reason, but since they're not made out of metal, it's not going to help.
Yeah, they're just
Save that for
ridiculously
later. Like dragging it down the hallway.
I mean,
Use it
if
to
anybody
trap
was
us.
just using rail weaponry, there would be comically large electromagnets all over the place anyway. So
But I feel like you probably wouldn't use rail weaponry in a space station. That sounds like a
yeah, that
really
sounds
bad
like a
idea.
terrible idea. You're right.
Yeah.
I think with the awareness that this guy is a mystic, shit, I need someone to go get our target, but I have a defense against mystics, so I'm not gonna. I probably stop slinking by, and I will.
I mean, you're paranoid. Was
Neki
this
did
mystic
not
sent
skip
for
defense
you?
against the dark arts class.
Huh?
You're paranoid. Was this mystic sent for you?
Narrows eyes.
Yeah,
You.
who knows? Could have been.
Yeah, you could just leave your friends behind.
Yeah,
Gotta
but
Save yourself.
I'll flip a coin.
I'm just giving you bad ideas and possible XP opportunities.
Yep. I.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do I make a scramble or anything?
No. You can just bail.
You good?
No problem.
Just bail.
You dash out of there while the three of them fall in like a tangle on the ground.
Is my wrist still being held?
No, I think they probably let it go.
Okay, well, I
while you
stand
guys-
up immediately and start, like, I don't know, like, street fight kicking this person in the chest.
I think you stand up immediately only to find that they have already stood up.
Oh.
And you that O is you suddenly realizing that maybe they're a badass. I mean, they killed like 3 guards without breaking a sweat earlier, but
Three
whatever.
trained guards.
Yeah, 3 trained guards.
So I'm trying to decide what I want to do here.
Is it run?
Yes, but it's what direction and how specifically I run. Does anybody know where our target is in comparison to where I'm at?
Well, I was moving ahead of them and to find them.
So I have a vague
problem
idea
is-
where the target is.
Well, the problem is we can't communicate it to each other.
You can't communicate it to each other, and there's probably 3 or 4 bulkheads between you and the target.
Well, I
From
mean,
what
that's
you know of the space in so far.
all right. Fuck, I'm gonna shoot this guy in the chest with a plasma cutter.
I'll show you, Steel Labs.
I mean, I kind of like. I want to go through them, but they're stronger than me, so I need to use every advantage I have. So I'm going to
So you're gonna use a
place a
construction.
plasma cutter against their torso and just go.
Okay,
Mhm.
I know who this is now that I'm thinking about it.
This totally stationary target's gonna let you put a construction tool in their chest.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's not very likely to happen here.
Well, what if I swing the plasma cutter around wildly?
Now that's good danger that Krieg could definitely get hurt by.
What could go wrong?
Who had Reckless on this crew?
Everybody? Question mark?
That's almost definitely going to be my trauma if I get it in this game. Or in this session, I should say.
Joke's on you, I'm already there.
Either that or unstable.
All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and roll me a desperate limited fight doodle.
Scrap.
Desperate, limited.
Fight doodle.
Fight doodle. Tangle.
Scrap.
So I would argue that neither of my injuries directly impact this.
I'm intrigued.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm pretty sure this thing has a big old fucking kick, and I'm pretty sure that you know it's coming, and you do not have the discipline to.
Yeah, I got a 5. Okay, that's cool.
Rack discipline.
Okay. Yeah. So. So you're swinging this around wildly? Is that correct?
Well, I originally wanted to just put it on their chest, but apparently that seems less plausible than flailing it around wildly.
I want to know what you do.
I want to shoot it into their chest. Just
Okay.
Wah.
Okay. I need my notes here real quick so I can tell you exactly what happens. Why are these notes so bad? So disorganized.
It's on you.
It is 100% on me, actually. Here they are. Okay. It was further in the beginning than I thought. Okay. So... yeah, so you put your... I don't want to say gun because it's a mining tool.
Torch.
You put your giant plasma cutter that you just bored through a door with right up to, and you can see this person now. Somehow, well, after like getting knocked over and standing back up again, their hood fell off, and you can see that it is a like 18-year-old, 19-year-old woman who is like svelte AF. Has like curly blonde hair that is in absolute perfect ringlets.
I'll give a shit. I'm just gonna blow a hole in her with the.
You're not, but this isn't. You're not, and this is important. So,
Tempo's like, she's pretty burner.
She's a fucking cultist.
Oh, she's not though.
I was gonna say.
She is, but she's not. She is. Okay. So
It's
here's
fine.
what happens. You pull the trigger on the on your plasma cutter, and it starts like revving up. Because I don't picture this goes from 0 to 60 instantaneously. I think it's like one of those things where like it starts off with like a targeting laser, and then like that slowly like heats up and like actually turns to the cutting laser.
You guys have this on a way different level than I did. I thought of it more of like a spot welder, but like bigger and plasma instead of fire.
I'm 100% picturing the secret variant of Exegriff from Hades.
I think you're the only person who's gonna know that.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not quite sure what that
Doesn't matter. It's maybe someone in the audience knows, but the point is that
mining laser is what you're thinking, and you're thinking like a big old spot welder, which are two very different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, like a spot welder has a backpack. A giant laser cannon is a giant laser cannon.
The problem with you saying plasma cutter is my first instinct is the plasma cutter from Dead Space, which is nothing like either of those two things.
Isn't the plasma cutter from Dead Space like a giant pair of scissors?
No, it's a pistol. Basically.
Oh, okay.
It's a pistol that shoots plasma in and you can switch the direction of it, and it shoots plasma in a line.
Mm.
The point is
theater of the mind.
The point being that you push the I mean, yes, but not that look precisely like what it does. You start shooting, and like it hits her chest, but she's wearing some kind of armor, and like the plasma skitters off of it, and it still would be a problem for her if almost immediately after you had sprung back up again, suddenly she has a light sword in her hand, and your plasma cutter is in 2 pieces.
I mean, I guess that's a fair, desperate consequence. I imagine that is a fair, desperate consequence.
While she's distracted with tempo.
But I did injure her some.
Yes, you did.
Right.
You did injure her somewhat.
Okay.
I'd like to attack her from behind while she's distracted, cutting tempo.
Am I done looting everyone yet?
Probably by this point.
Okay. So I'm gonna start running down the hallway then. Just let me know when I can start taking action.
Immediately after Krieg does whatever he's doing.
Right. I'm going to mark a melee weapon, and Krieg is going to just draw his old army knife and jump at her from behind, because they're distracted with tempo. I am going to... We're at a gambits, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, you used the last one.
Alright, so... How's your stress looking, buddy?
Mine?
Yeah.
Ha! I have 3 left.
You're fine.
Yeah. You want to assist me with this distraction so I can try and shut her down?
Yes.
Since she's already focused on you.
Yes.
I'm also going to leaf on the wind to push myself even further. But I want to make it desperate for the experience and all that other fun stuff.
Really wish these people would talk to independent parliament so we didn't have to run into that.
It'd be great if they did, but no. No. They did, but there's
I have a feeling she wasn't in last season because this organization wasn't that large last season.
So
I mean, she might have been. We had 3 of them, but like they were covered in armor.
Last season she would have been a child, is what I was trying to express.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
Okay.
She's new, is what's being said.
So with the +1 to effect, where would I be as far as that goes?
What exactly are you doing to try to take her out here?
He is just gonna run the knife into her. This child is dangerous.
The old-fashioned way.
Yeah, the old-fashioned way. Take her out.
It's gonna be really awkward when
I think with pushing yourself, it's gonna bring the effect up to limited.
Okay.
I don't think you're gonna be able to take her out in one strike like this.
No, that's fine. I want to create the opening for other people using Tempo's opening for me.
And I have a question after they do this.
All right, so
okay.
I got a die from outro, and I've got the die from pushing, and then a die from leaf. I think is everything I can use. So.
Well, the leaf is the die from pushing. That's all part of one thing.
Oh, right. You're right. It is. You get both instead of one. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So just to describe where. Ooh, nice assist.
I didn't need it, but I'll take it.
Ace.
So, yeah. Never mind. Go ahead. You got your.
Yeah. Like I picture, like you come up behind her and like slide this knife like into her kidney or something. And she was completely not expecting it. And she's going to turn around and square up on you, but you managed to put some pain into her eyes.
Yeah, gotta at least get the hurt on there.
All right, Mineki, you had a question.
Yeah, you mentioned that there's like several bulkheads blocking the way.
Yes.
So I just run into a dead end.
Yeah, you're gonna run into a dead end. I mean, there may be a way for you to get through the bulkhead. If you have any ideas, or you could head back to the rest of the group.
The bulkhead dog door. You could just go through the bulkhead dog door.
Snow bulkhead dog
I'm
door.
guessing because it's a lockdown, there's no small spaces to crawl through.
No, because the whole point is there's a hull breach. It needs to be airtight.
Airtight, yeah. Well.
Work that keypad magic.
Yep. I would like to use kinetics to. Oh wait.
To what?
Yeah, kinetics is gonna work better for me because I can't really hack a rig. So I just like to mentally open the doors just enough for me to slip through.
I don't think kinetics will let you do that.
Well, shoot.
Because these are, like, these doors are going to be incredibly heavy and possibly vacuum locked because they need to be able to, protect against space.
You can always do things you're bad at. That's what stress and devil's bargains are for.
That's true.
Okay. I hop onto a keypad and start playing with it, but because I'm paranoid, I'm sort of panicking.
Sure.
Hit all the buttons!
What is a devil's bargain?
You alert security?
No, we're trying to be inconspicuous. I'll push myself though.
Huh?
I'll push myself though.
Sure, push yourself. Go for it.
And can I?
What's the position and effect of this hack roll?
Yeah, what is this position in effect?
Well, it's still desperate because everything is desperate for you guys so far. That hasn't really changed. I think it is going to be standard effect for this hack roll. I think, even paranoid and upset, Maneki is very intelligent, and I think that she's probably. I feel like if it's possible to open this door from here, given the lockdown, that she'd be able to find the way to do it.
I'm just gonna be like, well, Link, I hope a little bit of you rubbed off on me. Yeah, thank you, Link.
Hey, nice.
5 at least.
Yeah,
Five, yeah.
No, it should actually be. I get a bonus die, so it's a 6.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
pushed
even
myself.
better. If you didn't take the bonus die, then you definitely should have, because you paid for it. So, okay, sweet. No problem. Yeah, you're able to basically put in an override that says, like, no more danger.
Danger clear.
And we're all good. We're all good here.
We're all good here. And unlock the door. And from there, it's trivial to get the door to open. So, and it turns out that it was safe on the other side. You weren't opening yourself to space, so that's good.
Great.
Oh, that's always a plus.
6.
That is definitely always a plus.
It's always a plus.
Based.
So I see this like tangle of people, and I just like stop for a second, like put my hands over my face, and I'm like,
you look back up after that. Your hands are on your eyes for like 2 seconds. You walked in on this tangle of people, and you remove them, and both the woman wearing the gray cloak and Tempo have already stood up, and you're about to make a witty quip when Tempo like pulls the trigger on this thing and is going to try to blow her away, and she whips out a sword that comes out of nothing and seems to be made out of light and cuts the plasma cutter in half.
nice.
And then you can actually spit out that quote, whatever you were going to say, because all
like,
of that happened.
As Krieg kidney shots her with a knife.
So I just whistle like super loud, and I'm like, "Oi, Everybody stop!
And then Krieg hits her with the
Stabs
knife.
her. I'm like, time out. We're all fighting the same people. Jesus Christ! Why are you killing each other?
She attacked us.
Tempo spits out like a
Run after her.
Tempo spits out like a mouthful of blood and then like cracks her knuckles and goes back into the fray. Tempo's pissed.
I mean, sure.
Can I hook shot Tempo? This is never gonna work if people keep stabbing this lady.
This is up to Outro. Outro can Crow stop Tempo from stabbing this lady to be able to implement.
The hook shot sounds a little lame. How can you come up with a different?
Be cooler.
Yeah, be cooler, Crow.
All right, so what are you doing to attack her?
I'm just like, I'm not even getting that far. I kind of just like spit out a glob of blood and like rubbing the blood off my, preparing to go back into the fray. I haven't gotten that far yet. It's probably just gonna punch her in the face.
Okay, so like you're using fists though.
Yes, I've dropped the plasma cutter and
Cast fist.
it is a melee now.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get in melee and jump between the two of them, and I'm gonna wrap Tempo's arms together. So basically, like as Tempo punches, I'm gonna lean into the punch and like wrap her arms around herself.
Okay. You stop Tempo from losing an arm. What else do you say?
Everybody stop! Back away, just for a second. You can kill each other after we're done talking.
So she backs away. Well, she backs away a little bit, but why don't you go ahead to like kind of reassess the situation? Why don't you go ahead and make a roll for me here? And let's see what happens.
Okay,
It sounds like...
Just so you know, I do get...
What?
I get a +1 under desperate situations to my die roll because of Daredevil. So I just wanted to let you know that I was adding that in. And I was going for a sway. As long as that works for you.
Sure. So we're at Desperate Limited.
Okay.
Also a reminder that the Daredevil in this game, you have to declare it because you get the +1 die, but you don't get the experience if you use
correct.
Daredevil.
Yes, that's why I declared it beforehand.
Yep. So yeah, go ahead and that is a 4. Okay, so you do it, but
you do it, but.
Glad I took that Daredevil.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah,
I have nobody here that would have helped
okay.
me, and we have no Gambits left. So.
I have, I think, fictionally the perfect consequence here, which is, you know how I said you saved Tempo from losing an arm? That's because she took yours.
I didn't need it anyway.
Nope, I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna resist that for him, and I'm gonna lose the arm. Actually, that's not how resist works, but still.
I mean, it could be potentially.
So I am definitely gonna resist that one way or the other. If somebody else can't resist it, I feel like I need my arms.
I mean, you can always get them replaced. This is the space future, after all.
So can I kick part of the acetylene torch or whatever it is that she cut in half earlier up, like kip it up with my foot, and hit her hand with the sword blade to avoid the consequence? Resist it? My prowess?
No. That's that wouldn't work. You could, like, it wouldn't be able to completely avoid the consequence, but basically you would be able to go from, like, losing your arm to, like, losing your ability to use that arm for the rest of this session until you can, like, instead of losing the arm entirely, it's just going to be badly damaged. Yeah.
Okay, so, like, there's no way to, like, fully resist this consequence.
No. Not...
Okay.
No.
So I will resist it anyway, because having it attached is better than not having it attached.
I mean, I mean, if you're really attached to your meat sack, it's fine.
You're really attached to it.
Oh, right.
The crew is invested in a cool metal arm for me later, is all I'm saying.
Okay, that's what Nerd Fluffle is like. Robot arm. Come on.
Come on, man. Robot arm.
One stress.
So there's my resist.
Not bad. Not bad.
Sounds like level 2 harm.
Yep.
And I yell like a actually, it's
you
level
wearing
1
armor?
harm. So yes, I'm wearing armor, and I also have my tenacious.
So
So
you still write it down in the same box. It just has a
Right.
different, so it'll only be lesser effect instead. So if you want to mark armor and spend your load on having the armor, it costs 2.
Yeah, I always use armor. I
Okay.
just didn't have it because we didn't.
So
need
then
it
it will
yet.
be level 1 harm, as like you're grazed by a lightsaber, and you will not feel any effects from that. You're just gonna shrug it off. But arm will work. Thank you.
Best descriptions, right?
Not
That was
your
like
descriptions.
I was like fuck shot or something.
Yep.
Or fuck ow. So like just ow, stop. Like a second.
Yeah, you buy yourself a second, but at the cost of that graze to your arm.
We're not here to protect these people. We're on the same side.
Yeah, she's like backed up a few steps, like towards a door. But she's still got this lightsaber glowing in front of her. And finally,
What are you here for? What is your mission?
she
We're probably
says,
hurting each other for no reason.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's accurate.
I'm walking on
Really
this.
accurate.
I'm like, what are you all doing?
She says, ex-Governor Cromwell has to answer for some things.
We're not even
And-
after the ex.
Perfect. Totally
Like-
agree.
And you're like, perfect, whatever. And she ducks through the doorway behind her and is like gone. Just like, zoom.
Cool.
So
That's a distraction that we can use.
I shrug and say that was a thing, and then follow Maneki.
I'm ahead of y'all.
Yeah, Maneki has gotten ahead and gotten through the next bulkhead on the way. So I think you probably meet up with her at the bulkhead after that.
Okay.
Do
I think-
I run into our target?
You do not. So you know that he's either in the next section or the section after that. But the two
So
of
we
you,
still have no comms, even though the bulkheads are open, right?
correct.
Okay.
There's like this, monotonous voice in the background. Please remain calm. There's been a hull breach. Please remain calm.
Don't
There's been a hull
panic.
breach.
When I
Oxygen. There's been a hull breach. Panicking is bad for
By the
everyone.
way, it sure is. So just because Crow is a dick, I like pick up my dead arm and put it at tempo, and I'm like, we're gonna have some talking to do when we get back to the ship.
can I do a study of whatever kiosk or whatever it is to determine where this whole breach is?
Oh yeah, you could do that for sure. Sounds like a study.
I have questions about this whole to begin with. I don't know about a whole breach. I think it's fake news. I want to recount.
Well,
Get the lawyers.
I'll find out for you in a moment. Maybe, possibly. What's position effect?
I think this position for this is actually probably risky. There's no direct threat from like you interacting with the comms. It's more of things happening around you while you're taking the time to interact with them. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay.
What's standard effect?
Hey, yeah. 5.
5? Okay.
It says 55, I'm pretty sure.
That's not better. Turns out. Yeah, so Minik, you're able to find out where the whole breach is. Basically, it was not in the section where everybody was fighting at, just one back, a section back, but on a section attached to that, but not the same one that you guys came from.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't open that door.
Yes.
All right, so
Hello?
then it's safe to work my way through this door then.
Yes.
I don't know how to hack.
Well, I think by the time it takes you to find out this information, the rest of everybody else has caught up with you.
Important question, though.
Yeah.
Does Link pop out of event?
Nope.
Damn it.
The elevators are not connected to this.
Nope. We'll pop over to Link in just a second, but let's see if you can get this door open. Or if you're going to wait for everybody else to and have them open it for you.
Yeah, my tail flicks in agitation. Can I? Now this might be a bit of a stretch. But
I love it already.
Is it possible?
Perfect, keep going.
Is it possible if I am able to expand my consciousness to draw on the thoughts of someone who works here to get the code? Can I use my attune to do that?
No, that would take a ability that you do not have.
That is fair. But I could have it. Alright. Can I command this door to open?
You could attune with the door.
You could attune with the door and see if you can make it open that way. That's absolutely correct.
That's a thing you can do.
Not attuning with the door and asking it to open would be a crow thing. Motherfucker, look, open.
Attune does have to do with communicating with non-sentient machines.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so then I will sit in front of the door, and I will say, "Open."
And then you'll try again while actually putting psychic power behind it.
Yes.
All right,
now.
roll me in attune.
Desperate or risky or troll?
Yeah, I think it's still desperate. Yeah, I think using your way powers is possibly going to draw the attention of some other way users. So, yeah.
Fair enough. 5.
Okay. Okay. The door opens, and ooh. Yeah, I think what's on the other side is like a lineup of like guards.
They just see a cat.
That are gonna like open fire when the door opens. They were like lined up and ready for waiting for whatever comes through this door. The fact that it's a cat is a bit of a surprise, but I think that they're a little trigger happy, and this is going to be everybody because like everybody came up and met with you at the same point.
Oh no.
So everybody is going to take, because it's off of one roll, I'm just going to say everybody is going to take level 2 harm. I feel like this is like just a spray of bullets, or probably like, laser pistol fire.
I'm definitely going to pop zone luck, thanks. I'm already hurt.
I would love to resist
Arms
this.
enough. No more damage.
Is there a way to resist this entirely?
No, I don't think so.
What if I had kitty cat armor?
If you have kitty cat armor, that'll knock it down to level 1 harm.
For you.
For you, at least, yeah.
What if I had kitty cat armor and did a prowess resist because I freaked the fuck out and scramble out of the way?
Then yes.
I would also like to make a prowess resist.
Okay. You can roll a prowess resist. However, I would like to point out to you, Tempo. Oh no, you definitely want to make a prowess resist. Never mind. I was thinking of something else.
I mean, I'm going to trauma out, but
I mean,
you said that last time too.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna resist for sure.
Now you are.
And she's down.
I'm still good.
They are indeed.
I feel like you're unstable as my trauma.
Sure. All right. And yeah, I think probably what happens here is that, like, Tempo like gets shot, drops to the ground, passes out from shock or something, and you are going to be taking level 1 harm of, like grazed, and get left behind. Everybody else, what do you do?
I think I should probably shoot these fuckers. Wait, time out. They're dressed like us, aren't they? Why did they open fire on us?
It's almost like they're trying to protect somebody after a ninja started killing people.
So okay, so never mind. The first thing I do is like, whoa, we're on the same side. What the fuck are you shooting at?
We'll clarify again, she is not on their side.
And she's not on our side either. We're supposedly wearing the same uniforms they are.
Yeah.
My tail's just puffed up and I'm like hiding behind...
Stop shooting my bloody cat!
Hiding behind the console.
Okay. This sounds like you're trying to sway them here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, they did stop after the initial burst, so maybe it was your uniforms that, like, gave them pause. So I think that's what makes this possible. So I think you're looking at desperate standard. It's desperate because if they decide that you're the enemy, everybody's getting shot again.
Right, yeah. So I am definitely using Daredevil again because I'm not worried about the
XP. Okay.
I'll spend distress
XP at the moment.
How are you helping?
I will take that.
The two of us are former military, so usually military and private security carry themselves with the same stature, so when he says we're on the same side and show our heraldry, I also am just like, same team, showing our uniforms.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of the universal sign for like, whoa, friendly fire, just like chill.
Like, stop with the friendly fire.
Yeah, that sounds great. Make that roll. 5. Okay. So I think what happens here is basically they agree, but they don't recognize you since you're not from their unit. And so they're going to insist that you go back to, like, that you let them have one of their people escort you to the next checkpoint. Like, for your own protection kind of thing.
So, like, I'll say, look, that's totally fine, but just to let you know, some crazy in a robe just came bearing through here, and she's looking for somebody important.
They nod. They
Like,
nod. That's who we're supposed to be shooting at. I'm, like, real sorry about that.
We lost half our squad back there, so just keep your eyes open.
Yeah, so they like nod stoically, and then, like, one, like, pimply-faced recruit who's obviously the youngest is sent to, like, take you guys to the next checkpoint.
Sick.
And I think we're gonna cut over to Link. So, Link.
Yeah, what's up?
You make it in your elevator across the space station to where your target is supposed to be. What do you do when you get there?
Take out the dummy card, put it in a pocket of some sort, and then, yeah, I'm gonna get out of the elevator and figure out where the hell I actually am.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty easy to do. Like, you're able to orient yourself pretty quickly and to know that you should be in the same sector that the former governor's ship is docked in.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah. So I'm gonna head out of the elevator, and I think with Volus, it's gonna be I'm effectively gonna try it, like, because I know this is this is where a ship dock, but there's also, like, some other stuff here. So I want to. I mean, I want to find our target is the primary thing.
Well, of course.
So I think I'm gonna find the nearest terminal, wherever it is, that's in this part of the station, and try to access the station's cameras, or the section's cameras.
Sure.
So
okay,
hack it up.
Like a hack. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hack it up. I have my fine hacking rig with me, which I already
we
did last time. But,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's the position and effects for this?
I think we're looking at risky standard.
All right. Yeah, that's totally fine by me. It's better than having lots of desperate rolls right now, because harm is bad. Generally, unless you want it.
Desperate's not always harm. I mean, in this particular
harm is bad, kids.
A lot of harm, but you know,
harm is bad, kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's Devil's Bargain sound like here?
Ooh. Heat. It leaves your electronic fingerprints.
I think that's appropriate, especially on a guild station. That seems extra appropriate on a guild station.
So it'll be +2 heat.
Alright. I will write it down after I roll the hack. Alright, risky. Standard, thank you. +1 die. All 5s. Poor man's crit.
Well, does you 0 good. Holtz. Ooh, well, that's gonna be fun.
I know. Look, we were gonna get another 1 level whether we like it or not.
At this point, you might get a 1 level before you finish the job.
It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. See.
Okay, so yeah, you do it. But the Yeah, I think the consequence is she's already there. The
vigilance member.
Yes, the vigilance member is already there.
That's bad for. That's really bad for it.
So is Manda, although you don't know who they are, and so is
Espa?
Would you guys know who this is? Oh, obviously. Yes. Sorry, I thought that part was obvious that Vespa was there.
I just wanted to make sure because you didn't say Espa. You were just like the target. I'm like, yeah.
Sorry, I thought the target and also the governor and
I'm being dumb right now. It's fine. Don't you got it right. It's me being not being on that wavelength.
It's all good. It is what it is. So and then there's also a
Would I know?
A skinny? Would you know this person? I don't think you'd know this person. There is like a skinny, bespectacled guy. A little nervous looking. He's he's got a very like is geek / nerd look about them.
Is this in fact Harak Thor from our game?
No. It's not. It's not. No. It is somebody else entirely.
Okay. Yeah, it's some Weasley maybe an accountant, maybe a lawyer, but definitely a nerd type person. Okay. I actually am curious, might I know Manda? Also being a guild, having been part of a guild. I mean, the guild's massive, so probably not, but
I mean, the guild is massive, so probably not. But you probably do recognize that she's wearing like guild uniform.
Okay. Okay. I would like to resist that consequence. The problem is I don't know how I would resist the consequence that you just put in front of me because her being there is not something I can really do anything about.
I don't think you can resist that.
Okay, that's totally fine then.
They could be like just walking through the door and you can like lock it, maybe.
I don't know who she is, and I didn't know there was I actually don't know about any of the fighting or anything because I was on the other side of that bulkhead and y'all encountered that. I was on an elevator.
Yep.
So her being there, I'm just like, oh, space Jedi here? Okay. Huh. Well,
like, oh, that's weird. Whatever.
I mean, yeah. So I need to hurry. I need to get the hell over there because I need to get my target and we need to get our target, get the hell out of here.
Suggestion: are you able to open the door that we need to get through?
I don't know where y'all are. Remember, can't communicate.
I mean, we can't communicate. That's the huge problem.
Yeah, you're looking through cameras though. Is the thing.
Only in this section.
Yeah.
But we're right on the other side of the door. Or one of the doors.
Know. If I knew where y'all were, I would totally do it, but I don't.
You know who this guy looks like?
Who?
He looks like Cheaty from The Good Place.
Ooh. Good old Cheaty.
Oh. It's gonna be very sad when he gets murdered.
No.
He's just having a panic attack in the corner.
It's happened thousands of times before. He'll come back again.
Oh, how bad. That I kind of feel a little bit bad now. Except it's not gonna be my fault anyway, so I'm just gonna frickin'. Yeah, I if I had the capability of helping you, if I actually knew where y'all were, I would help you, but I don't. And as far as Link knows, she is on her own.
I think you would know that from where this terminal is, there's a possibility of you being able to connect to other sectors, but it would be a difficult hack.
Yeah, I think currently, even if she doesn't know actually, because Shae makes a good point. I will open the goddamn bulkhead because that'll also cause confusion, and that's good.
Yeah, for sure.
Can I just do that? Can I just since I have control here, and open that bulkhead?
Yeah, I think you
Okay.
can. I think you can from there.
Cool. Gonna boot it up just like under our breath, just like I hope this works, and then fucking start booking it for where the governor, the former governor, and Espa and Manda and the vigilance person and Chidi are.
All of these people.
So the vigilance person is after Cromwell.
Yeah.
And we're
Which is former governor.
Yeah, which is former governor, and we're after Espinor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Chidi, who happens to
who
be
we know
there.
nothing about.
We know nothing
Who we know
about.
nothing about.
The Jedi are there for the governor,
Cool.
and the private security are there to stop everyone.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's a good summary.
I think that good summary is the perfect place for us to wrap for the night, as we get that scene of this room and like the doors, like we hear Link say that thing, and then we like cut to the scene of this room where they're all meeting, and there's like some murmured voices, but before we can actually hear anything, like the bulkhead opens, and then we see the rest of the crew on the other side of it, and then we cut away from that before Link can meet up, where you guys have to deal with what's going on there. So.
Remember when we were just trying to do a stealth mission, guys?
Well,
and then somebody decided.
Boy, did I not call that normal load? Am I right?
Well,
I 100% had a plan because I was 100% sure I was gonna get stuck on this station where I'd have to jury rig a beacon so y'all could rescue me. But you know, maybe that won't happen.
You'll rescue us instead.
Yeah, I might.
None of this was any of my fault.
Nope.
This time.
That is a completely accurate statement.
all right, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's do some XP then, starting with the ship. Did you successfully execute a bounty? No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Did you contend with challenges above your current station?
Vigilance is very much above our current station.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And so is the guild who you've been hacking their station a lot of.
Mm-hmm.
Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
We tried so hard to be inconspicuous.
Yeah, I don't think so.
We made friends with Ken, the human spacer contact.
I think the inconspicuous didn't really come in. We tried and then it instantly got nixed. But we were savvy on like gathering the info to figure out where Espinor was.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. There was no indication before we actually started the mission that we had the info.
Yeah.
Made sure there were no loose ends.
Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of what it means to be the crew of the Rocksteady?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Maneki like went off on her own, the fact that Link was like, "Oh no, I'm going this way. This is gonna go south real quick." Like the crew was like, "All right, we need to focus on what we do."
The fact that Tempo's like, "I'm hurt and I don't know who this is, but I'm gonna attack him."
Gonna smash him. Tempo smash.
Tempo smash.
Tempo smash.
Yep. All right. Thinking of which, let's do some XP for everybody else. Maneki.
Yes.
How much XP was that for the Rocksteady?
I thought somebody else was paying attention.
I was, but I think it was 6.
3.
6.
Oh really? Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah,
we got. The reason I ask is because we got another crew advance, so everybody gets 3 stash.
Yeah. Smart 3 stash.
Yeah.
And also, guess what we can finally get with our crew advance? We can install that fake transponder and do something else.
Hooray!
Yay!
Yay, fake transponder.
Do the thing.
We just need to figure out what other thing we're gonna get.
Yeah, figure that out. Do you want to figure that out right now, or should we do more XPs?
Let's do more XPs.
We'll do more XPs and figure it out
All right,
later.
Maneki, did you address a tough challenge with wisdom or the way?
I did a couple times.
Oh yeah, I remember you asked very nicely with the way for a door to open, and it did.
Yeah, I didn't know I can do that. I'm very happy with that now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I also during our search.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. Then we got beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
I did, I think. I'm trying to figure out if I did it once or twice. Because there was when there was the agitation at being separated from Link. There was the confusion on what to do with this mess. Whether this when I learned that it was a mystic that they were dealing with.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's not forget about the time when you ate a person.
Oh yeah, when I started eating them. Look, I'm a cat.
Casually eating people.
It's fine. Yep. It's totally fine.
It was
fantastic. And then, did you struggle with issues from Rhys or trauma?
Yes. When I ran away.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, nice. Link.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you address a tough challenge with technical skill or ingenuity?
I got myself across a damn space station with it.
You sure did.
Multiple
By
times.
the way, let me remind everybody there was a lot of desperate actions rolled tonight. Please make sure that you marked your XP for all of those, except
only
the times. Except for the times that Crow rolled.
My two sways didn't count.
Yep. Back to Link. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
A lot. A lot. Like finding out, talking to Ken was a big one. Being on a guild station was another one. Being like, hey Maneki, you can totally like I don't care if somebody comes with me, but hey, if you're good on a space station, you come along.
Yeah. And did you struggle with any issues from your vice or trauma?
I in fact did. Literally getting split from the group was part of it.
For sure.
And it's caused its own batch of problems with not being able to communicate with anybody. So I don't know if I get 1 or 2 for that though.
Well, it's your decision, so I'm...
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with 1. I think I'm gonna say 1.
Okay.
Because it was just like the initial thing, and then the rest of it, like...
Snowball.
I was just... Yeah, the rest of it was snowballing. Like, the no communication thing was already something I had because I don't have very much load, and I'm actually saving my load for possibly needing a spacesuit.
Which you might need.
Yeah, exactly, because hull breach. So, it's fine. So yeah, 5 XP. That's a playbook advance for me. And an insight advance.
Alright. Crow, please note that we gave you 3 XP for last session when you had to leave early.
Okay.
If you believe that you should have gotten more than that, but we mutually discussed it and thought that 2 for beliefs, drives, heritage, and background, and 1 for vice and trauma.
3 is totally fine. I am totally good with that.
I'll go ahead and delete that then if you have marked it. For this session,
yes.
Did you address a tough challenge with charm or audacity?
I sure did. I used my charm at the bar to get the information, and I was audacious as fuck when I walked in the middle of the fight and was like, the hell is everybody doing?
For sure. Absolutely. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Yes. When I was on Sanhandra and invited Shin along with us, so that we could hang around and increase the level of trust with the contact.
Yeah.
And in addition, focus only on what we're getting paid for in the job, and then using anything that we can as a distraction.
Sure, definitely. And how about any issues from your vice or traumas?
My arm says that I was reckless. I literally jumped in front of a lightsaber.
Give yourself an XP for that. Krieg,
Whoa.
did you address a tough challenge with speed or flair?
Yes, I did. Buddying up with Crow in the bar, it was very flashy and flary to do our Who's
That
on
was awesome.
Sanhandra to start getting the rumors going. And then with speed and flair again for intercepting Tempo getting attacked as well and trying to save them.
For sure. All right.
So what you're trying to say is Tempo was a shithead.
No, you got us a lot of experience. We love you.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Same deal. Hanging out with War Buddy Crow was tied into some background, as well as no, I think it's only that one instance there.
Well, I mean, also using your war background to have the proper positioning to give that help.
That's true. Yep.
Assist. Mm-hmm.
Doing the flankings again.
And did you struggle with any issues from your vice or traumas?
Yes. He knifed a child soldier, making him incredibly cold because he is a soldier and understands that even a child can be dangerous if they have a lightsaber. He went straight for the takedown.
She's technically an adult. Technically, barely.
Legally an adult.
She's legally an adult.
But yeah, no, he went for the cold, efficient takedown by going for a kidney shot.
Oh yeah, for sure. And if this had not been, way enhanced super soldier, that probably would have been the end of the fight. Mm-hmm. Tempo.
Hi.
You are hurt.
I'm very hurt.
But let's give you some XP.
Okay.
Did you address a tough challenge with deception or influence?
I got ticks on the clock for going into the game and asking about stuff, about the tattoos.
Yeah.
But other than that, I can't really think of anything.
What about your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Nah.
How about the part where you gained a trauma?
Yeah, that definitely happened.
Okay.
So I'm going to be lost. It's hard to bring in another character when you're in the middle of a score, though.
You could be.
I guess we'll talk about it.
Kid.
So, we talked about this, and when you stress out, you're down for the scene, but not really down for the whole score necessarily.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Kelsa. Do you think that they would be able
wait
to
until
on?
downtime to become lost, or you can just set out the rest of the score? It's really up to you. If there's
we wouldn't leave Tempo there either. You know what I mean?
I guess
if we had to carry her in some way.
I actually wanted to get lost there. You guys can't find me, you leave.
Yeah, you try and you can't.
Yeah, if
you guys go back to find me, but I'm not there.
Okay, I mean that's different. If we looked for you and we couldn't find you, then
yeah.
Maybe you had to leave or something because there was guards. I don't know, but
Manda's there, so and
That's
Manda
true.
is your rival, so
Peace.
could have a lot to do with it.
All right. Well, we'll figure that out for next time. In the meantime, let's do some outros. Outro.
Hi, I'm Outro. Other than this, I'm doing nothing on the internet. Maybe I'll start streaming again. I need to figure it out. I was trying to play Dragon Age Inquisition, but it wouldn't launch on my computer for some reason.
That's frustrating.
It's because EA's launcher is terrible, probably.
Origin is bullshit.
Yeah, I had a lot of issues with it when I first tried to play it.
It's fair. But yeah, I may start streaming. It's just a matter of when. Like holidays are coming up, it's busy and shit. But yeah, you can catch me here on Thursdays and on Twitter at Outro42.
Awesome. All right. I'll let you tell me who's next, Rand.
Rhys.
Hello, everybody. I am Rhys Dragon. You can find me on Twitter at Rhys Dragon. You can also find me here, other than Thursday nights. I'm going to be playing a Vampire on Tuesday nights here at 8:30. So
Super
catch me
excited.
then.
We'll kick it over to Shae.
Hello everyone, I'm Shae, member of Party White Gaming. You can catch me here on Party White Gaming channel most days of the week, usually at 8:30, except for this today we're at 7:30 Eastern. You can also find me on my channel, which is twitch.tv/ShaeGem, SAJEGEM, in which I do a lot of art and have been considering trying out a new thing where I play a video game and then maybe draw something from that video game. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I've got a couple projects open. I'm closing out some. I am open for commissions though, so if anyone's interested in having character art done, logo design, map design, or little cute chibi emotes, which I have a lot of fun doing, consider messaging me, sending me a message or contacting me. You can find me on my Twitter, which is at @JemShae, twitter.com/, I'm sorry, at @JemShae, twitter.com/JemShae, TEMSHAE. You can also view some of my artwork there. Or some of my finished artwork, I guess I should say. That's me.
Saint.
Hi, everybody. My name is Saintguard. I'm a variety streamer, voice actor, game designer, and sometimes jam a tabletop role-playing games, though today is definitely not one of those days. Usually you can find me here... usually you can find me here on Thursdays playing this wonderful Scum Villainy game. But also usually you can find me on my own channel, twitch.tv/Saintguard. I play video games over there most of the time. I sometimes do tabletop RPG stuff. Like, the last time I was doing it, I was working on a Mothership module, which I still haven't really finished because I moved it from Google Docs to the word processor that I use and was figuring out table things, and it already looks a lot better than it was on Google Docs because you can actually do things with tables when you're not on Google Docs. It's great. It looks so much better. But I have to actually finish writing it because a lot of it is very outliney. But that's not going to be on my channel because I don't know what the hell I'm going to do this weekend, y'all. I'm actually kind of running out of games to play. Like, I finished Outer Wilds last week, which is an amazing game. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's wonderful. I would say if you haven't played it, go play it. Don't watch it because it's an excellent mystery. Yeah, so I have no idea what I'm going to do this weekend. I'll play something. I was doing Light of Lord of the Rings last weekend, but there are two problems with streaming that game. One, because it's a game from 2012, it breaks Windows Arrow on my computer for some reason, so I can't see my preview, which is a bit problematic because it means I can't move things around my screen. Also, because it's The Lord of the Rings, copyright claims, even though it's part of the game, because it literally uses the music and the dialogue from the movies. So it's not the best on that one. So yeah, I'll figure something out. I don't know. I still gotta figure out production things for doing one-shots on my channel, because I want to do a few one-shots now. Because there's originally gonna be one, and I was like, if I'm just gonna do one, I may as well do more, because I've been promising them. Because I'm super bad about promising things on stream, and then pushing them off because I have other things to do. So anyway, you can also find me on social media at Twitter and at Instagram. It's in chat. Just go check it out. That's me.
And Kelsa.
Hello, I'm Kelsa. I play role-playing games on the internet. Mostly right now, I am GMing this Scum and Villainy game. The game over on my channel, for Love of the Crown, just ended. If you want to find out who wins the crown, you can. You can now find that out. It's no longer a mystery. So we're going to be launching a new show, probably either the end of this year or the beginning of next year with us, already in November and moving into holidays and such. We're gonna have a small break before we start ramping back up again. So,
did you win the crown?
That face tells it.
I will say nothing.
Good.
That's it. That's me. You can find me on Twitter at Kelsa, Twitch, and YouTube. It's Kelsa Delphi.
All right. Well, hi everyone. I'm Rin of Party Wipe Games. You're currently watching our channel. Let's try and do our format going from Monday to Friday this time, or Monday to Sunday instead of starting on Thursday. Right, words. Mondays, you can catch us here doing a 5th edition homebrew game called Blood Moon Rising. It is Null-themed with cannibals and demons and all kinds of fun stuff, and they are going to head their way into a dwarven ruins to try and find a portal that had been used by the Null Archfiend to enter the material plane years and years ago. Tuesdays, we will be starting a new Vampire the Masquerade game, which Rhys will be joining us. Shae will be there. Cadence from Encounter Roleplay got dragged over, and they're excited to join. Kay and Ark will be back, and I'm excited to tell another vampire story with them. Also on Tuesdays, on Encounter Roleplay, I play a very, very not nice person, Alexei. I already forgot his last name, but he is a Soviet operative that is helping the British forces just before the Battle of the Bulge to stop some occult Nazis from doing something bad just before the battle takes place. He's probably the second or third most competent person in the group, because we also have a Kiwi sniper who got transported in a literal crate, as well as an OSS operative that already knows that Alexei needs to die, and she will probably be the one to put a knife into his spine before the game is over. Wednesdays, I play iHunt, where I have a non-binary inventor character named Ashton Dixon, and their great invention called Knife Drone, aka Stabby McStabberton. We solved a mystery involving zombies, and now we are hunting vampires that are throwing a rave party, so that'll be fun. Thursdays, we are here. Fridays, nothing is in the works this week, but we have plans, Shae and I, to go over to Diesel Shot to play a modified alien RPG game of their design. Saturdays, Shae runs Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and Sundays we play Deadlands Reloaded, where we have Penny for a Tale with us, as well as many of the Party Wipe cast. And it's a fun time because we started a communist revolution in Montana and then subsequently dethroned it by having to kidnap Penny for a Tale away from his communist town before the Union shows up to kill everyone. Because that's kind of what the Pinkertons do when shit gets out of hand. So, fun times. We saved our guy, we didn't save the town, but we did rob a train.
That's Sin Eater, though.
Yeah, and there's a Sin Eater, a big old monster that we blew up with dynamite. We literally the boys did, and it's still alive somehow. So, big mood. Speaking of Diesel Shot, let's go raid them. They are playing their Fallout campaign, Uranium Fever. So, give them a big old hey hi. And we will see you guys Saturday and on this game next week. Bye-bye.
Hi, everybody.
Bye.